65% of the money that people paid for MetaMask wallets, Boomerang, goes to the people, goes to the multi-level marketers. 65% of the money that you pay for your license goes to the multi-level marketers. That's what Carl Miller said yesterday in support. Unreal. And also, he claims that Pavel is still the owner of Boomerang, and ShaveZ doesn't own it. You must watch Rob Woolley's video he did last night. Anyway, this is why these bottom feeders of the world are still promoting this and still selling licenses when the product hasn't even launched. Can't launch because it's not doing real arbitrage trading. Just breathtaking stuff, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, we have a meeting with that lady called Grace, which is a judge that's been disgraced and publicly reprimanded and thrown out of the court system. And here she is, still promoting this Ponzi scheme. It's just, you can't make this shit up. So let's have a listen to the Grace lady. See if it's...
Use your system to enter your questions so you can copy and paste the questions into, be able to be ready to take notes and jot down your questions, because he will listen and be able to respond to your questions. Thank you all, Summers, and the people who invited them. Thank you all. So our master trainer hails from India. He has been in this industry for several years. He has great experience in this industry. He's been with
416 people in here
since its inception. He has immediately grasped the concept and the vision with this project and has mastered its essence. And so he is here to share that you learn.
No wonder these guys are hanging around so much,
sharing
because
the information.
Just selling these licenses.
So learning
incredible
is earning, and he is here to help you to know that and embrace that. He has been successful in his brand. His branding agency is called Dream Billions. And the one thing that I like about it is that you can have a dream, but there's another thing to be working at that dream. So he dreams billions, but he's also making it happen. As he's climbing the ladder of success here, he has brought together as part of his team.
Wow, it's a bit choppy
and
today.
He is climbing the ladder of success in this particular project. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, help me to welcome Trash Sheet.
Trash shit, mine.
This meeting is being recorded.
Being recorded, everyone.
This meeting is being recorded.
It certainly is.
Thank you, Grace, and welcome everybody on this weekend call where we share knowledge, when we gain knowledge, and we are a part of
442 people in here now.
We make sure with this master training that everybody learns and everybody gains from the beautiful opportunity that we are having as of now right before us. And this brings us to the masterclass. So let us begin the masterclass. This are weekend calls where we share knowledge about the projects, about the ecosystem, about the different opportunities that we have built together. As
you enjoyed Rob's live last night, it was pretty breathtaking. Some of the things that Carl spilled the beans on.
Take to this wonderful, share with you with this wonderful opportunity.
I'll take a wee while for our sound to level out.
Just give me 1 minute.
Just check to make sure that I'm doing what I do well. Yeah, so 65%.
All right, so today we are going to cover exclusively Boomerang.
Oh, yeah.
We are expecting the launch of MP very soon. The final dates have not yet been declared, but what is coming, it's an opportunity that can transform and it can change many lives. So this particular masterclass will be dedicated to Boomerang. I will help you understand what the actual concept is how we have covered this journey from an idea to a real life product, and what we are about to deliver, what is the scope of this project, what beautiful opportunity it can be
This would be a
for
last ditch effort
possibly a
to get
million
money
of
off people,
people.
so they get
And this is all we are
65%
going
of
to
the
cover in
money.
this session. So
It's
please
worse than Hyperverse.
get on board with this amazing training that we are going to cover on Boomerang. So I'm sharing my screen with you all, and let us begin this.
Somebody's put their hand up. They'll be down. They're down straight away. If you want to go in here to this meeting and cause some havoc, I'll put the link to the Zoom in the chat room.
All right. So leaders, community members, all the license holders, whoever have participated on Boomerang, let us begin with this amazing
G'day, Rich.
project. I'll help you understand. So Boomerang is practically a platform that is about to launch. It is not a plan. It is not a product. It is a platform that will give opportunity to do arbitrage trading using latest technologies of artificial intelligence, smart contracts, zero collateral flash loans. So Boomerang practically combines all these key elements, and it delivers a beautiful platform that can help you facilitate arbitrage trading. Now, all these terms, they although seems very technical, I'll help you understand one by one what this all entire how it all makes entire sense. So, first of all, let us understand what is arbitrage trading. We have seen different formats in different financial systems, as in crypto market, stock market, share market, forex market. Now there is a certain trading format that is called arbitrage trading.
Arbitrage.
So arbitrage trading practically involves buying of an asset and selling across different exchanges, different platforms, different
Right.
marketplaces. I'll help you understand this with an example. So let me take you to coin market cap, and in that you choose any coin over here.
So
And
are
in
you listed
this we
on
can see
CoinMarket
markets
Cap?
over here.
What's this got to do with it?
So can you see the same coin, the same pair on Binance, BTC USDT? It's priced at 68,727, and on Bybit it's 68,730. So 727 and 730. So this is a difference of $3. Now the same coin, the same pair on OKX is 727, and over here Qcoin it's 733. So you can see this, the same pair of coins across multiple exchanges, they are having a nominal price differences. So if we buy it from maybe Binance and sell it off to KuCoin, you buy it from Binance, your BTC, and you sell it off on KuCoin, you will almost make $6. So this is called arbitrage trading. Now, whenever you go to a certain exchange, you do internal trading, but when you do trading across multiple exchanges, it is called arbitrage trading, and the profit that you are making, it's called
If you look at those
arbitrage
figures there,
profits. Now, arbitrage
you've got
profits or arbitrage trading was practically possible
$68,000,
in centralized exchanges, what we call as
$725,
CEX,
and then on
centralized
another
exchanges. Now we have a limitation of centralized exchanges
currency.
because they
No,
are
this is not.
controlled by certain entities. There is a
This has
there is
nothing
a
to do with
admin,
what
there
he's
is
talking
a
about.
authority
This
that,
is
that
just
controls,
bamboozling
that
people with.
regulates, that manages the
That's all he's doing.
centralized
He's just
exchanges. And
bamboozling
we
people
have
with
seen
information that makes
many
no sense.
centralized
I mean, this is
exchanges,
not arbitrage trading. This is
cashing
not.
out the
Right.
the funds,
You need to go
the
to another
depository they are having.
exchange. What do you mean?
FTX exchange, right? It collapsed because the owners of the exchange, they misused the funds of public. So there are certain limitations of centralized exchanges. Now, what we were trying to develop with Boomerang was a
Look,
decentralized platform, because that's what ShaveZ believes in. He believes in giving the power back to the people, and that
okay.
can only be achieved by making a product or a platform completely decentralized. So for that reason, we had to tap in the decentralized exchanges. Now there are centralized exchanges, and then there are decentralized exchanges. So what is the practical difference between a SEX and DEX? So SEX are centralized exchanges because there is a central authority that regulates the exchange, but over DEX there is no central authority. There are smart contracts, there are protocols which govern how the swapping of coins or how the trading between coins and pairs
Same
is
shit
done.
today, guys.
And often on decentralized exchanges, the liquidity are managed in a particular manner. So for our product to be completely decentralized, we have to tap in
It's Carvel's fault.
decentralized
I can't ever want,
exchanges. So for
Carl,
decentralized
Carl,
exchanges,
Boomerang.
there are
Product of
the liquidity is being managed through price impacts.
Sketchy.
That means whenever you will put bigger volumes in trade, there will be a price impact, and that will, in a way, balances the liquidity. So decentralized exchanges is a must for us to make the product completely decentralized. Now, decentralized exchanges are not controlled under certain central authority. So for that reason, often what we have to discover the potential of arbitrage trading, what the type of
It's just
profit that are
myself,
available on
guys, with a bit
centralized
of a network
exchanges,
for a while.
they are not covered, much feasible on decentralized exchanges, because the decentralized exchanges are being managed in terms of in terms of liquidity and price impacts. So this gives a very limited scope for us to make profit. So ShaveZ and his developers team, they had to tap in that critical component on decentralized exchanges, and for that reason, the execution should have been very fast, and
Yes.
there is a certain time frame within which this execution must take place. So for that, we developed smart contracts, and what we did was on Boomerang was we
So I'm gonna have a wee
integrate
look around. I don't know
artificial
who
intelligence.
those two
So
guys
what
are.
artificial intelligence practically does, and what is the basic difference between artificial intelligence and a bot? We have seen so far, in forex and crypto exchanges and trading, there are certain bots. Now, what is the difference between a bot and artificial intelligence? We have seen cars driven by robots,
Oh,
but then there are cars driven by a technology that's called artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is practically when machines and software, they start learning on their own. It's called artificial intelligence. So in a way, when the intelligence of machine and software as opposed to the intelligence of living primary of human. So what we had to do
just
was
have a look at
integrate
the
artificial intelligence into our Boomerang
16
platform, and that's why it is called Boomerang.ai,
nothing there.
right? So we can see over here on Boomerang, AI was used for all the research and decision making. So how does artificial intelligence help Boomerang? Now we knew that we have to do arbitrage trading on decentralized exchanges for
Please
our
do
DApp to be
the
completely
take share of
decentralized.
take
And
care.
for that reason, we
Do
need to identify the liquidity on all the
participate in the poll
exchanges,
in the
on the
chat room. If you'd
decentralized
like.
exchanges.
Find it on my YouTube.
Over here you can see
We're
the price
currently
difference over here
streaming on
also.
8 different places.
Same coins and
But if
same
you
pairs
are
can give
on
price
all the
difference in
other
DEXs
places,
also,
please
right? And
go
over here you
to
can
my
see the
YouTube
liquidity
channel and
score and
participate
everything over
on
here.
the poll that
So
we're
this
doing at the moment.
research is
I'm gonna shut that
already
off in a minute.
available on the
Some new
market,
polls.
and for that reason what we did, we integrated aggregators.
This is the
There
most
are
boringest
DeFi
day probably, but
aggregators.
we'll get there. I'm actually in one of the in their room, and my
So these
username is iPhone
DeFi
5.
aggregators like Paraswap
So that will probably get kicked out soon.
and OpenOcean, these are DeFi third-party platform. These are not our platforms. These are third-party platforms. And what DeFi aggregators practically do is they combine the liquidity or identify liquidity across decent, comprehensive, and secure interface and APIs. So practically, this DeFi aggregators can identify the liquidity, and based on liquidity, they can determine, if the trades are executed from this platform to this platform or this DEX to this DEX, they can give you a profit. So practically, if you want to discover, if you choose a certain pair of coins, if you select a certain pair of coins, and if you like to aggregator to give the real-time liquidity of this coins, it can help you with this protocol, and it can practically give you a comprehensive analysis, and with that you can determine if the profit will be possible by doing the arbitrage trading across this platform. So over here, what we did was we integrated artificial intelligence, and it is in the artificial intelligence task to identify the liquidity, the work that aggregators are doing. Over here, artificial intelligence AI is doing over here for us. So practically AI is doing all the research, and based on this research we are able to determine the liquidity, and with that liquidity we are able to determine if the pairs chosen will give a profit or not, right? So the research part is being taken care by AI. Now for the execution, we know we have a very limited time frame because the liquidity across dexes, it changes constantly in microseconds. So in the limited time frame we have to execute the trades, and for that reason we selected smart contracts. So what are smart contracts? Smart contracts were practically introduced on Ethereum blockchain, and these are like digital agreements that are signed and stored on a blockchain. And it only requires certain conditions to trigger the smart contract, and once they are triggered, they execute or perform the codes that are written in the smart contract, and they deliver results in real time. So we chose smart contracts, and what Boomerang actually is. Boomerang is actually a smart contract that integrates artificial intelligence and zero collateral flash loans to execute arbitrage trading. So smart contracts, predefined contract, triggering events, execution of preset programs, and real-time settlements. So practically we are using smart contracts for all the execution of trades. So it is the responsibility of smart contract to execute the trades as well as to access the DeFi flash loans. Now we will get to DeFi flash loans. So DeFi means decentralized finance. Now we have the banking system, which are centralized financial systems, right? There are governing authorities, there are regulatory bodies in our centralized financial system. But the true essence of crypto and blockchain technology is in its nature being completely decentralized. So what is decentralized actually? Decentralized means there is no central authority. We have seen the mining of Bitcoin.
Good to see you, mate.
Anybody who has a knowledge of mining, that person can connect to the BTC blockchain,
zero value.
through internet.
I would love to
and
ask him a few questions.
Mine Bitcoin.
Starting off with, do you
any
actually know
part of
anything
the
about
world.
AI followed by
All they
community?
require is a hardware, specific hardware,
Right, with you then.
and miner maybe, and internet connection. So practically anybody, without anybody's permission, can mine Bitcoin in any place, any corner of the world. So this gives freedom to earn money, freedom to capitalize on something without any third party or any middle person involved in the transaction. So blockchain technologies and cryptocurrencies, the entire ecosystem of this both the technologies is completely decentralized, and it practically it's like a P2P, peer-to-peer ecosystem. That means I'll give you another example. What if I'm in India and Grace is in US, and I need to transfer maybe $1 million from Indian currency to Grace? Now I have options like I can contact banks, I can contact Western Union, the brokers, and there is Hawala through Dubai, right? Of course, with such a huge quantity, I would not risk using a Hawala, but I can approach the banks and Western Union, right? The brokers. But when I approach the bank, the person will inquire and ask,
today we found out that
money. I will have to give the proof of income to them. And even after doing all the formalities, it will at least take 2 to 3 working days or maybe some hours to transfer this funds across
from the sales
to US to
automatically.
Grace, maybe.
Now that was an
Now
interesting
Grace will
statement
have
we
the
heard from
same
Carl
challenge.
Miller
She will
today.
also have to justify why this person sent you
65%
millions of dollars.
of money
And to
sold,
take out this millions of dollars,
licenses
again,
sold,
there will be rules and
goes
regulations
to
and
the people
formalities to be
who are
performed by
promoting
her
it. That
over
is
there in
breathtaking
US.
numbers. Now,
So you can
Hyperverse
see
actually had
we have a
52% of their
third
money go
party
back to the multi-level marketers.
between
But Boomerang
Grace and
is
myself,
saying
which is
65%
regulating
of
or
the money
governing this
goes to
transaction.
people selling the
So there
product
is a central
they claim
authority
as a
that
product.
will
Now, they
see
may not
how
sound
we
very
manage the
interesting.
funds. Or
However,
in
the
a
product
way,
has never
in
launched.
India,
It has
back
been
in
80
a few years back, we
days.
faced demonetization. That means the
They claimed
currency
they were
notes
going
of
to launch.
$500 and
failed.
$1,000
Now they're talking about refunding people.
were
How
taken
would
out of the
refunds
market.
work was the question.
Government declared that
Because
they are
if
no longer valid. You need
65%
to
of the
have
money has
to need to submit all
automatically
this
been
currency
given
notes
away,
in the
there's
bank.
no possibility
They are
of
going
these
to be
multi-level marketers
nullified
offering up the
after a
money that
certain
they have
period.
already been paid.
So
Going
our
by
money
what
was
Carl Miller
not,
states.
in
Also,
a sense,
staggering
in a
enough,
way,
he
our
claimed
money.
that Pavel is the
It
creator
is like
and the
giving
owner
your money
of
to somebody
Boomerang.
else. So this is a
Travis, in other
centralized system.
statements,
This is
has
a
actually
centralized
said
finance
that
where
he
your
had
money
rebuilt
is being
Boomerang from the
managed,
ground up.
regulated
Questions
and
arise. What
governed
has he
by
actually
an
built
authority,
from the
by
ground
a
up?
third
Nothing.
person, by a
Last time we
middleman,
looked at some
which
code that was going
charges,
in
of
and out
course,
of exchanges.
right?
They were literally just
And also
swapping
it's
one token
time
to
consuming.
another
Now, what
token
if
to another, and
I
creating a
need to
whole line of
submit?
code that was a smoke
What
screen to
if
look like they were
I
doing
can
something.
convert
And the
this
only thing it did was include a
this
whole lot of
fiat
gas
money
fees.
to
There's no
maybe
product. There's no nothing
bitcoins
actually
and
going
$1
to
million
launch.
worth
This
bitcoin.
is,
If
in
I
my
want to send
opinion,
it
a
to Grace,
total scam.
I can
We
send
have
that
tracked with the
without any
Avengers
central authority.
$140
That
million
too
have
within
been
a
tracked through
few
the system.
minutes.
We've watched large
And
amounts of
from
money
any part of
lifted
the
off the
world to
platform.
any part of the
Why
world
are
or
they
any other
moving
part of the
money
world,
off the
I can
platform
send it
if they're about to launch?
without
They claim that they were going to
asking for
launch on
anybody's
Wednesday. Yes,
permission.
just Wednesday last
So
week. It is now Monday in New Zealand, Sunday
decentralized.
around the rest of the
This
world.
is peer-to-peer.
Nothing happened on
That
Friday.
means between two parties,
Nothing.
between
No
two
word from the
entities,
CEO,
there
who
are
claims to be on the
no
finger of the
other
pulse,
third
working
person. There is no
with
middleman.
blood,
There is no
sweat, and
governing
tears
authority.
as he
There is no
works
central
around the clock
authority.
trying to get this
So
arbitrage trading
the
platform
latest
going.
trend
Every
in
week
crypto
we
and
hear
blockchain
important
technologies is
announcements saying
DeFi,
that they're just about to launch.
decentralized
They just have
finance,
to
and
change an
that leads us
aggregator,
to
whatever an
lending and
aggregator is.
borrowing
These are
platforms.
problems. And now we have the
So in
pleasure
the
of
DeFi,
listening to the whining
back in
little
2020,
bit
when Aave
shit
introduced for the
doing
first time
another sales
flash
pitch
loans. Now, what
on
is Aave?
Boomerang.
Let me
This
take
is driving me
to
crazy, a
Aave
little
as
bit
well.
loopy,
So we
a
have
little bit
seen
suspect.
that
I can see
there are
people
aggregators.
posting
Now, what are
in here,
aggregators?
and they're
Let
telling me
me
there's
help
no
you
sound.
understand that as
We
well.
can't hear you, brother.
So consider Amazon, the marketplace. It's
After all
like
that,
an aggregator
okay.
where it connects the consumers with the
Why can't you hear me?
manufacturers and the producers. Right? It's like
Why
a
can't you hear
platform.
me?
We have Swiggy and Zomato in India, which are food services aggregators. Then we have Uber, which are taxi aggregators. So aggregators are practically
Something. The
platforms
only
which
thing it did
combines
was include a
of
whole lot of gas
money, which
fees.
builds an
I can hear
ecosystem,
myself.
or maybe it's a platform like it combines everything and connects different entities to deliver a system, right? So in DeFi we have aggregators. So these are basically decentralized DeFi aggregators, which unites the liquidity of decentralized exchanges and lending protocols, right? Now we will get to Aave. So Aave is just one of the liquidity protocol. It is a DeFi liquidity
I
protocol.
can't mute him.
Again, I have explained DeFi, the decentralized financial systems, right? So in DeFi, there is a liquidity protocol that's called Aave, and in Finnish language, Aave means ghost. That's why you can see the icon as ghost, right? So Aave is practically a liquidity protocol, and it enables practically anybody
I'm just
who
going to turn
has
them down now so
knowledge,
they can get this
who
going.
has systems as per their DeFi protocol, enables practically access this
Just want to see if we can. I'm just going to
now,
turn
how
them
much
down
is
now
this
so
of
we can get
this
this going.
liquid
Get rid of
has?
trash it.
Systems, it's $28 billion.
I can't hear. Get rid of trash it.
$23 billion.
How much is this of this liquid? Get rid of trash it.
Maybe a small nation's GDP, $1 billion.
I can't
Do you
hear. Get rid
recall
of trash
when this
it.
$1 billion
Get rid of trash it.
maybe
I think I've got
a
rid of
small
them now.
nation's GDP, $1 billion.
I can't
Do you
hear. Get rid
recall
of
when
trash it.
this
See what we've got.
$1 billion
Get rid of trash it.
maybe
I think I've got rid of them now. Have I got rid of them?
$1 billion.
I can't
Do you
hear.
recall when this
I've turned them off
$1
and
billion
disconnected the sound, and he's still there. Have I got rid of them?
$1 billion. Do you recall
Passion
when we
not turned him
saw
off. And I have to
Just
put up
can
a
you
trash
just,
in my life.
got rid of them now?
I got rid of them.
Do you
Where
recall
is the
when
sound
we
coming
saw-
from? Oh, hold it. Let's just turn that down for a second. It might be the. Okay, so theoretically, you shouldn't be hearing anything but me at the moment. Oh, hold it. Let's just turn that down for a second. It might be the. Oh, it's a re-echo.
Okay, so theoretically, you shouldn't be hearing
There we
me
go.
at the moment.
All right, so now I've sussed it out. All right, so thanks for that, guys. All right, so let's do that again. Let's see if we can do this again. While we'll listen to trash shit. Okay. All right, let's try it now. I think that will work. Make sure I'm on the right one. News to hand to the newsroom. Welcome to Avenger News. I'm Chief Correspondent Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. Yesterday, we heard shocking announcements from the support room of We Are All Satoshi / Boomerang. Carl Miller was in a secret room that was being rebroadcasted. Well, it wasn't rebroadcasted. It was being recorded by Rob Woolley. Rob Woolley heard shocking announcements. For example, Boomerang is not owned by ShaveZ or We Are All Satoshi. He still claimed that Pavel, the creator, is the creator and the guy that owns Boomerang. What does this mean for people that have bought over $140 million worth of Boomerang licenses? But wait, ladies and gentlemen, the most shocking announcement of them all is that we heard that Carl said 65% of the money that people have paid for licenses goes to the multi-level marketers automatically on each sale. Yes, automatically, everyone that pushes a multi-level marketing product to their friends and family receives 65% of the money. I'm not sure what level that is. We've never actually seen any of this information before, and the microphone finally kicks in. I can hear the difference. So what does this mean for people who are asking for a refund? Well, Carl said that he's not sure how that would work because ShaveZ would have to refund money. Figure this out. ShaveZ would have to refund money from his own pockets, even though it's not his product anymore. And would the multi-level marketers be happy to also refund the 65% they received for selling this product? This is great concerns for the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger because we're wondering why people are still buying these licenses. And that's because they're being gaslighted by their own community. They're gaslighted by their friends and family telling them they need to buy one of these licenses to do arbitrage trading. The Avengers and myself have proven that this is just fake arbitrage and nothing really is happening. If you were me listening to my ears at the moment, you would hear unusual sounds coming in, and I don't even have any confidence that my voice is carrying properly. But anyway, alongside of that, we are here today, and we are broadcasting Trash Shit's show. I've turned the sound off at the moment, and you can see that he is giving people a spectacular update on what a flash loan is and what arbitrage trading is, and it's all just poppycock information, not relevant to anything that is actually happening here. This is Smoke and Mirrors 101. This is just a scammer from India trying to entice people to have peace of mind to purchase licenses so they get 65% of the money that you spend. It's just absolutely disgusting. But let's tune in and listen to this scammer at work. And his name is called Trash Shit for a reason. Let's have a look. Where is he? Audio. And we're going to join audio.
That is the key selling point. That is what an expertise is required. So what we have with Boomerang is actually a strategy, an approach, which is our upper selling point, USP.
Are they? And they are a flash loan
And
provider.
nobody can copy.
No relevance to Boomerang whatsoever.
Has affirmed this in the last Wednesday call. He can challenge anybody who can copy what we are doing. They won't be able
Bring
to.
up some of the comments that are in the chat room.
So our expertise lies in making the best profit possibilities using these flash loans. So these DeFi flash loans are uncollateralized flash loans. That means you don't need to put any guarantee,
5 of
you
my
need to
friends
submit any
on
credit checks, because
friends
the
is
smart
on a
contract
scam locked up.
itself
Wow.
provides you the guarantee. So what we have done on Boomerang, we have developed a smart contract
Robert.
which becomes your guarantor to the flash loans, and you can access the flash loans using Boomerang as a platform. So the smart contract practically gets you access to the flash loan. It uses this flash loan to do arbitrage trading, to execute trades,
Well, why don't you
and with
show it?
that, it practically ensures that the safety of funds is maintained in the reverse pool. So to do a flash loan, first of all, you need to build a contract that requests a flash loan, and it is the contract's responsibility to execute the trades, or maybe certain condition to make a profit, so that from that profit
Trumpy the old
you
sound,
can
isn't it?
pay back the flash loan, as well as the interest of the liquidity provider, as well as the fees, all within
524
the
people
same
are getting
transaction,
told a whole bunch of
within
lies
the single
by
block
this scammer.
transaction, right? So how this platform is growing, how this platform is amassing so much of liquidity,
All right.
it's through one of the way to grow this liquidity is flash loan, but they are having other such protocols as well, you know so this liquidity is going on increasing. So practically we have no limits to funds, we have no limits to flash loan, and that's the reason why on Boomerang the flash loans are unlimited. Everybody is getting unlimited flash loan, as long as you are making 3 times profit of your package value. Of course, we cannot give unlimited flash loans, and don't we cannot just run a business like that way. So we have set a limit to the profits to conceptualize it in a business. So anybody who buys a license of Boomerang, they are entitled to make 3 times the package, the 3 times profit
Oh my
of
God,
the
fat
package value
lies.
using this unlimited flash loans. So that's the reason why
That's not
flash
me.
loans are unlimited. So anybody who is asking, if we will run short of flash loans, or if we will,
Oh
if it
my
will be
God,
sufficient for
really?
everybody, so it will be practically flash loans are unlimited. So this is an example that we have shared in the presentations as well, right? We share it in the presentation. So if you borrow some amount in flash loans, you use that flash loan to buy an asset on a certain exchange, you sell it off to different exchange, you in at a higher price, bought at low price, sold at higher price, and you're making profit. And from that profit, the flash loans are paid back with interest, of course, and the remaining is your profit that is directly credited into your MetaMask wallet, right? So this is a DApp that we are developing as a MVP, as a platform. It will be, ShaveZ will be addressing that on his next Wednesday call when the MVP is releasing.
Woolly
But
dust.
a
You guys are
platform
completely in
is
the dark.
being
That's the
built,
truth of the matter,
and
isn't it?
it will be globally available for everybody.
Really?
Everybody.
Under what
Right.
URL?
So what our platform, what Boomerang is doing, it is facilitating arbitrage trading using unlimited flash loans and latest technology
And
of artificial intelligence and smart contract. So over here, the research part, this research part is being done by artificial intelligence. So it is the task of artificial intelligence to provide the
oh God,
profitable pairs,
look at it. Show us how it
search
works.
for liquidities across multiple exchanges, across multiple platforms, the DEXs, and with that, identify and provide us the best profitable pairs. And with this suggestions from AI, all we need to do is choose the suggested coins and put them to trade using certain amount of flash loans. Now, as we are dealing DEXs, whenever you will put large volumes of trade, you might not get that much of profit because of price impact. What is price impact? The price impact is the difference you get when you are using certain volumes. You have a selling price, or maybe a coin or asset is available at a certain price, But as you increase the volume of trade, you might would have to pay more for that coin or for that token, right? Assuming that maybe a coin is at $10, but when you buy more number of coins, it might cost you $11 or $12. So this is called price impact, the difference between the price of a coin or token when a certain volume is increased. So this is practically how decentralized exchanges are managing their liquidities. And so for that reason, when even on Boomerang, when you will execute large volumes of trades, maybe 10,
Can a bot be a
so
risk?
practically it won't give much of
I
profits.
have no idea, but it's a great question.
Shorter amount of trades, so shorter volumes of trade, they can give you more profits. We have seen practically in the beta testing, like when some people have made 900% from $100, right? This is what we have seen
What?
in beta testing. So short volumes, small volumes can give you high profits because of price impact on DEXs. So please make sure that, in a way, you will have many
Is he saying
instances
that
of
those
to check and test this thing or these all things.
trades that we've seen are
So
all part
what is
process?
Boomerang? Boomerang is a platform that is providing zero collateral flash loan, and this flash loan is practically available unlimited for all the license holders.
Oh, sorry.
We have
Not a good look then.
aggregators that, through AI we are accessing the DEXs and the liquidity to determine the best available
Sure,
trade
have to go
options.
voting for the poll.
Boomerang doesn't require any
Question
practical
is,
knowledge or experience, so that gives immense possibility for anybody,
does Trisha
any
know
layman
what
person,
a
maybe
real
a student, maybe a housewife, maybe a working professional, even if they don't have time to learn or get experience, they can start instantly with Boomerang because it only requires common sense. It only requires a
Well, we
logic
can
to
kind of
identify the
shut them
best
down by
profitable
reforming the
pairs,
Zoom, but Zoom
right?
don't even care anymore.
And AI is practically also suggesting you all the profitable pairs.
And it's been recorded.
So
Normally it tells you where it's been
it
recorded.
is like getting started with an opportunity, instantly. Anybody will be able to cash out this opportunity. Now we have a certain condition that
If you want
these
to go in
flash
there and
loans are
pull some havoc,
available only
there's the
when
Zoom
the
link.
smart contract will make a profit. So if the smart contract is not making a profit, how it will pay back the flash loans? So for this reason, there is a threshold that we have set on Boomerang, and practically it gives a possibility to make only profitable trades. Even if you wish to, you won't be able to execute a negative
You
trade
have to
because
click the pop-out link.
the flash loans are critical component and they are issued only and only
What happens when I
when
click
the
the
smart
pop-out link?
contract will make a profit,
Pop-out.
right? So for any
So it's looking.
non-profitable pair, or maybe when there is no liquidity available, the smart contracts won't execute the trades. So that means the trades will only be executed when there is a profit. That means you are
Oh,
executing only profitable trades, and there are not even a single instance of any loss on this project. Again, this is our USP. We have, the as Chavez has mentioned in the last call, the entire UI is gonna change again, and it will be made more user friendly and it will be more practically usable.
is that right?
So the
Keeps
user
changing the
interface
user
is
interface,
gonna
but
be
never
awesome. We
launches.
are waiting
That
for
makes
that.
sense.
And each trade are generated in real time.
I'm not very
That
good today, guys.
means
Brain's
you
not
are
really
getting
firing
real
on all
time profit
cylinders.
and the profits are
Hope you
directly
don't mind.
credited into your MetaMask wallet. We don't even have to withdraw profits. The profits, because it's a dApp and the smart contracts are doing this, the profits are directly credited to our wallets. The aggregated flash loans lending protocol, the aggregated text marketplaces, and top pair suggestions. So this is all about Boomerang and its benefits. So far we have more than we have networks that we are going to introduce. So first of all, Polygon network is available. What Chavez has mentioned, like there will be few more networks available eventually. lending protocols, we have Aave and Radiant and DYDX. These all lending protocols will be available. Then
You guys need
we
to keep
have
me
more than
awake.
18
This is so
decentralized
boring.
exchanges, and we support more than 400 wallets. But for training purposes, we are using MetaMask, and so it is very simple and very easy to use. And then aggregators, we have Paraswap and OpenOcean, right?
Digital
So
Ocean.
this is a formal presentation on Boomerang, what Boomerang actually is, and
It
how
actually
everything
is.
has
It's
been
a scam, mate, where
conceptualized, and
people get
how this
65% of the
all
money
have
that
been
people purchase
integrated into
licenses
a
with. Where's the
platform,
rest of
and
the
this
money go?
platform is about
And
to
why
be
is they
delivered
so expensive?
as a MVP. Now we will speak of the entire journey, how this all started, and how we reached from the beta testing to the MVP, and what are the
I'm going to do something
challenges that
unusual,
ShaveZ
guys.
faced. First of all, about
We have double
ShaveZ,
sound.
I'll help you understand him as a person. So, so ShaveZ is just 28 years old. He
That's
is
right.
Indian. Now
Now you should be hearing the
is a
sound.
hardcore developer. His expertise lies in
And what it actually means,
developing
kids.
platforms, and he is not just doing he's developing platform for his community or maybe for us, but he is developing platforms for other
These clowns will be amazed they
businesses as
don't
well.
shut down
Now
a site.
ShaveZ is having his team in Dubai and India and across
I
some other
thought
parts of the
Pavel
world.
was the owner of this.
So
Why isn't he
in
doing
India,
the
he is having a
development?
huge team, his developers team over here, but he is practically working from Dubai. So in Dubai,
It can't be any less user
ShaveZ
friendly than it
is
currently is.
developing this
It's
Boomerang.
true.
Okay. Now this idea was conceptualized by someone else, and ShaveZ, they approached ShaveZ for the development, for the technology, and
Here we go.
ShaveZ is like a technology partner in the
Oh,
Boomerang.
prove that.
Now, how ShaveZ started his journey? So,
Can you say this with a straight face, mate?
ShaveZ, this
Here we go.
he calls himself an accidental CEO. He did not want to be a
Oh,
CEO.
look, they
He
twist the
is a
story, don't
hardcore
they?
developer. He wants to
Here we
wants to
go.
work like that. So
Just
back
testing the sound.
in WAS, when it was ROI plan, right? And we have some other person connected to WAS as well. So they basically ditched him.
Did
But
they?
ShaveZ was close to the
Poor
leaders.
Chavez.
So he basically took charge. He took responsibility
Did he
of
now?
a community, of a broken community,
Oh, wow.
and he said, "I will take care of this
Did
community."
he? He just. And what about the Vault
ShaveZ did
Horizon money?
was he was already working on his blockchain,
Was
but
he?
he wanted to release this blockchain
Did he?
in
Like a
this
fart.
time after the Bitcoin's halving.
Well, look at him
And
now.
he had been working on this blockchain for like a couple of years. So when he had to take charge,
Take charge.
he took time from the leaders and the community, and he delivered his blockchain as a product into
Wow.
WAS.
He's a hero.
So WAS was
Ferris Bueller.
originally a ROI plan which collapsed for some reason. Of course, we know how ROI plans work, but ShaveZ
Yeah, I
was
reckon.
involved with the community. He was active with the leaders, and he did
What did
not
you
want
miss?
to, leave
What did we
people or
miss?
have a bait name for himself. And
What
he
did
does not just wanted to desert this
What
community.
did she
So he
miss?
took charge. He took responsibility,
Um,
and in a way, he developed WAS.
He works
so
with
now
Pavel,
WAS was
by the sounds of it.
completely designed by ShaveZ. So he took charge. He took the entire platform under his
Haven't
control.
missed anything,
And we
Susie.
had back in WAS proof of reserve as well. So he took charge of proof of reserve as well.
Did he?
And for that, he is already providing dividends to all the proof of
Is he?
stake or proof of
Where's
reserve
this
holders.
certificate from Cassia
So
Bank?
in a way, he took charge of a broken
There's no one talking about the
community,
bloody
and
elephant in the
he
room.
practically, helped survive this community.
Right.
He did not want it was to be called another scam project,
Oh, we're too late.
and he dedicatedly took charge, and he developed
Developed.
his blockchain, which was yet to be delivered, but he took time and he told everybody that I will help everybody recover their funds from this. So he introduced his blockchain
Oh,
in October.
hello.
Maybe the date was
What's
2nd
happening
of
there?
October 2023, and he introduced mining program through NFTs, digital mining program through NFTs of BDCC. So this is how BDCC was delivered to us. So from a broken community, ShaveZ gave chance to everybody to participate in his mining program, and that way people can easily recover
Well,
their funds.
I think that's when
So
what that basically means
how
is
this was
that
an
watched
opportunity.
Rob's broadcast and
Now, I
realised
have
that
already
Carl spilt the
explained many
beans
times,
that
what
Pavel's still connected.
mining is and how if Bitcoin, anybody would have
So they
invested
have
in
to
Bitcoin back in 2009
bring Pavel
and
back
started
into the picture. I
mining,
think they're looking for
this
a
much would have
scapegoat, to
been
be
asset
honest.
and worth and everything.
That's why
So
in fact, they'll
it
say
is a
Pavel
similar
took off all the
program,
money.
BTCC. It's a exact copy or the exact trend of Bitcoin. So what we are doing is with BTCC, we are following the exact trend of Bitcoin.
Oh, explain B-Fuel
And
then, Noddy.
considering the
They
potential of
didn't have
Bitcoin
B-Fuel when they were doing
and considering the technology that we have
setting up
developed,
Bitcoin, and it wasn't so
so
expensive
practically
to
we are
harvest.
far more better than Bitcoin. This is what ShaveZ had mentioned. And he asked everybody. In fact, he provided free NFTs to everybody who were
Oh
having
yes, don't get me started,
accounts
Susie.
on, who were having pending
I'm
balances
just going to
on
try
VAS
something
as
here and
well.
see whether I
So
turn
what
him
ShaveZ did
down.
was ShaveZ helped everybody to start mining BDCC.
Did he
And
really?
he knew what he was doing, and he knew that BDCC will appreciate eventually. And from $3,
Just
BDCC went all-time high to $87. $87. So that way, anybody who would have started mining BDCC back in October 2023 along with us, so that they would have made money from BDCC. Considering just $3, and that too with a limited number of miners, today there are thousands of miners who are mining BDCC. But back then there were only like 15,000
well, this
miners.
is a good story. Don't let
So
the
the
truth
supply
get in the
was
way of a
fixed,
good story,
7,200.
trash shit.
So everybody, claimed more BDCC every day.
Every day. Every day.
And this is like 140 years of mining program that ShaveZ has introduced, right? So this 140 years of mining program will give you many instances where BDCC will
B-Fuel was
appreciate,
beautiful, wasn't
and
it?
you will make
And you
lots of
got your miner,
money.
signed
with
up for
this
your
BDCC.
account, and then they introduced
ShaveZ
B-Fuel as a
knows
surprise. Oh
what
yeah, by
he
the
is
way,
doing
you got
practically.
to
And
pay
he
expensive
is
fuel to
managing
run
an
this
entire
thing.
mining ecosystem. So have faith on him.
Have
He
faith.
knows what he is doing.
He knows what he's doing.
And
He's a scammer.
that's the reason why we are still standing strong with him. And we know that Boomerang will be delivered eventually. ShaveZ has always over-delivered sometimes.
Over-delivered.
Right? So what we have seen with him taking care of the community,
Interesting. Interesting enough, you commented about collaborate with scammers, scammer payback channel. Actually, you've got somebody who reached out to me who used to work with a few of those guys, and there might be a possibility we can get our foot in the door there.
Launching. Like the blockchain was launched, Boomerang will be launched eventually. So have faith on ShaveZ and what he is doing. He is one of the best in this affiliate
But if
system
anyone
that
knows
we can
them,
have.
please do reach out to them
And the way he has
show
taken
us
care
what we're
of the
doing here.
community,
These
we are very
scumbags.
confident. Like there is no doubt to his credibility.
No doubt. No
So
doubt to
Boomerang
his credibility.
is eventually
Unreal,
gonna
isn't it?
be
Just
delivered
it's just
sooner or later.
unreal.
And this is a revolutionary product that is gonna
If you
change
say
the
it's
lives
a
of
revolutionary
millions of people.
product, we'll believe you, won't we, guys?
So have faith.
Have faith.
On the
And this is like a
system,
religious
have faith
cult.
on ShaveZ,
Is you need to have faith in the
Boomerang
product.
as a platform.
Which
It
is
has
just
lots
ridiculous.
of potential, right? So this is the journey of ShaveZ, how he took care of a broken community. From there, he
and how's he
managed
taking care of
to
them,
deliver
everyone?
his own
Is
blockchain.
he financially help them out, or just taking more money from them?
Blockchain.
Re-scam them.
There was absolutely no need for him to take care of a broken system, broken community. He could have easily, just deserted all people, and
we just could have thought here's an opportunity of people that I can re-scam.
Responsibility, and that way he took care of community. And that's the reason why
took care of their
many
MetaMask
of
wallets.
us are still standing strong with them.
Praise the Lord.
So this is his journey. So he converted the ROI system of VAS into a product-based system, ecosystem.
Is that right?
So we have products like BDCC NFTs, mining digital NFTs for 20 miners. Then we also introduced nodes packages.
Oh,
then
$27,000 genius, that one, wasn't it?
As a platform. And there are many other products that are already lined up.
Is that
But
right?
remember, on the
Many
last
other
Wednesday
products,
call,
even though
Chavez
this one's going
mentioned
to change the world, we
that,
still need other
his
products lined
licensing
up to
has
sell.
already been sanctioned
This is just
by
a sales
HSBC
pitch.
Bank. So that means practically we can also deliver our crypto debit card. We can introduce our
Yeah.
own crypto debit card.
I think
And he mentioned
Carl
that
Miller
with
has
this
been
crypto
sharing
debit
his
card,
Ritalin with
you
Trash
might
It.
be able to cash out BDCC as well. Not just any other cryptocurrencies, but BDCC as well. So imagine you are a part of an ecosystem where you have 140 years of mining program that is gonna run like itself run on
Like
its
a poo
own.
down your
All you need
leg.
to do is plug in your NFTs, and they will keep mining BDCC
Oh,
for you.
perfect
Absolutely
scenario.
free in a way. Of course, there are technical things that need to be taken care of in terms of fuel and everything, the cost of mining and
Of
everything. But
course.
you don't need to do anything else. You
Nothing
need to
else.
just plug in your NFTs, and it will start mining BDCC for you
Too good to be true.
for 140 years.
Hey?
Right? So BDCC is our central, we can call it the backbone of VAS. Right? So we started with BDCC, the mining
Great
program.
question. Great comments coming in the chat room, guys. Keep them coming. Pretty cool.
Now, Boomerang.
Don't forget to vote on the poll. Does Trash It know what real arbitrage trading is the question.
It practically has the potential to generate good amount of cash from the revenues from arbitrage trading. So that's what ShaveZ is working on it.
He's working on it, kids.
Right. So
what should I do my next poll on, everyone?
We launched BDCC, blockchain, everything. Then in December, now ShaveZ was actually looking for projects for his blockchains. So he received proposals from many other different project owners or the different developers, but he was very selective about the products that he is going to introduce to BDCC or the BDC20 smart chain. And he came across a gentleman who proposed this idea of Boomerang to him and asked for his technological expertise. So then ShaveZ started working on Boomerang, and they saw the potential of arbitrage trading using flash loans and everything. So that's when this idea of arbitrage trading using AI was introduced. And 40 trainers were handpicked from the entire community. And these 40 trainers were the maybe maybe they can call them the first batch of Boomerang, who practically saw how an idea was conceptualized, right? So what we did is, even I was a part of this 40 trainers, so I have seen this project from an idea to this MVP so far. So I can relate to how this, so much of hard work has been put to place to deliver this as a platform. So in December, these 40 trainers were introduced for the first time to Boomerang, and first time anybody saw making money out of thin air. We still remember that first transaction that ShaveZ showed us on the Zoom meeting, where he performed the trading on on this smart contract, and he got returns on his wallet. So that's how it's all started. It
started with a kiss.
Or 2023. Then from January, we started selling licenses as well. So initially the licenses were limited, but then it made no sense, and people keep
give me love hearts, guys.
People
might get some more people in the room.
And so far 86,000 wallets have been whitelisted. Now,
wow,
ShaveZ gave everybody beta flash loans.
65% of your money, if you invested in this opportunity, goes to the multi-level marketers that you can see on the screen right now. Isn't that incredible?
Package value in beta flash loans. And you will put this beta flash loans to trade, and you will make profit. And that
hey, Jamal, nice to see you. Jamal,
so we started with beta testing.
Lovely to
now,
see
beta
you, mate.
testing had a limited number of traders, as well as a limited number of profitable pairs. So it was like just a small system that was being put to test. It was just a small idea that was put to test.
Was it really? Oh, thank you for the love hearts. Look at those coming in, everybody. A few laughy faces in there as well. 100%.
So from
party
beta testing,
time.
They got some results.
And we're going to have a party when this scam finally gives it up and people realize they've been scammed.
they were.
This is the
able
most
to,
boring meeting of the week for me.
determine few things.
I've been trying to control my
Right.
effervescent
And
verba.
with that knowledge, with that data, with that analysis,
There we go.
somehow
Look at those
they
love hearts.
thought, or
Give me love
maybe
hearts.
it
Give me
was
love
like,
hearts.
they decided
Brilliant.
that when
Thank
we
you very
will,
much for the love hearts.
increase the number
Love
of
those love hearts.
people, or maybe the license volumes will increase, it will be possible even then. But then
Okay.
what happened is
What happened is
there were few dependencies on third parties. Like we are dependent on
question and answer. I've never done one of
blockchains
those
for
before.
whitelistings. We are dependent on aggregators for the analysis and
Question
AI
and
updates.
answers.
And we are dependent on flash loans from Aave and other protocols, right? So this interdependencies on third-party platforms is always going to be there. So that was one challenge. Then there was a challenge of a database,
Okay.
and there was a
Is
challenge
this
of
your first time on the
when
channel?
the large
Let's see
number
what
of
happens,
users
man.
will get into system. So practically, when
Let's
they
try
faced
something new
these
here.
challenges, they started overcoming
Oh
them.
my goodness, what have I done?
So I still remember there were, when they processed in bulk whitelisting. Initially, they were whitelisting on single
Trying the
users
question
on the
and answer
blockchain,
part.
but when they went with the bulk whitelisting on
Right, what have we
blockchain,
got?
Polygon had some issues and the whitelistings was delayed. Right.
Right.
Then there was some
So if they have
server issues and
taken
database
100
issues.
million,
so for that reason,
how much has
they
gone to the
custom made their
promoters?
database.
Wow, that's
And when
right,
they shifted from beta
650,000.
testing to the
And it's
custom
meant to
made
be
database,
140 million, which is a
do you
staggering
remember
amount to get
many
over.
flash loans
Yeah, it's
were
just
not
amazing.
reflecting properly, right? So in a way, they kept on facing challenges. The challenges were because such an idea was never conceptualized.
No.
There wasn't any reference points that they could
Whoop,
have
whoop,
referred
whoop.
and determined their next course of action. So ShaveZ and his team, they kept on facing all these challenges, and they eventually tried to overcome this. Being with one of the best, the first thing that ShaveZ mentions, so they are capable of doing all these
News
things.
to hand.
And one thing I like about
$650,000
ShaveZ
is
is
a
there
lot of
was
money.
immense pressure on him to deliver the platform, but still, if he wasn't 100% sure, he did not deliver that.
65% of the money
So ShaveZ took time.
used to purchase
He knew what the challenge
Boomerang
was.
licenses goes back to the
He thought that,
promoters. 65% of the money.
Possible, but actually, when they tried to implement A plus B, C was not
65 million. Oh yeah, that's right. Get that right. I get that
this
figure
all
wrong, didn't I?
challenges they are facing, and
It's just money. Money.
keep on facing
Get
these challenges. But
some.
I'm sure, I'm confident
Yeah, what
with
team?
his knowledge, with his team of experts, he will be able to overcome this.
I think this is one of the funniest things. I mean,
and last Wednesday,
you remember he said that remember ShaveZ come out. I mean, this is what gets me sometimes, guys. Is ShaveZ has come along and said that when they were getting the floods in Dubai, that he waded into water up to here and to save the server. I mean, no one's questioned the fact that the servers that host Boomerang and We Are Also Toshi is actually in India. So he swum into the wrong server room. And I don't know about you, but anything to do with water and servers and electricity, I mean, does the power cables run on the floor or do they run on the ceiling? This is what I want to know. But no one ever questioned him or pulled him up on that fact that he said he waded into the server room and saved the server. I mean, how much bullshit can we keep getting fed? Anyway, back to this trash shit.
they call like, his next products are already ready.
What products?
Like,
what do we need new products for?
Some other trading platform that he is going to introduce.
What?
So
some other trading platform he's going to another
ready,
trading.
But he cannot deliver it because Boomerang is not yet delivered. So just imagine what type of pressure ShaveZ would be facing.
I can't imagine. Cannot imagine.
To us, it is just a matter of $5,000 or $1,000 licenses. But for him, everything is at stake. Boomerang.
I can't believe he's saying this shit.
Stake, right?
Where do they get their shit from?
If Boomerang is not delivered, no one is going to believe BTCC.
Well, no one believes BTCC.
He's having his partner
That's simple.
as well, who is not from the networking or network or affiliate industry. So that partner has already issued licenses to the traditional business housing, the trading houses. And millions of dollars of licenses are already sold out to trading houses. So that also is a responsibility for ShaveZ, right? Then, of course, community has bought millions of dollars of licenses. So it's again a responsibility from the community side as well. And what we are doing is we are accusing him, we are bashing him.
No,
we
you're
are
taking money
pressuring him.
from selling fake
Does it make
licenses.
any sense? It doesn't make any sense. And thank God that he is a very strong-willed person, that he is still, he is like, I won't deliver unless and until I'm 100% confident, because it all not,
Oh,
doesn't
he's a
make
hero
any
now.
sense delivering an
That's what gets
incomplete
me.
project or maybe a less compatible project.
They're claiming he's a friggin'
So
hero.
with, in terms of Boomerang, what ShaveZ has and his team has planned is,
And his team, his invisible team of
MVP
nobodies,
will be
which is called Lucky.
a very definite product, and it will be able to accommodate a
Oh, I do
large
want to
number
zoom up
of
on this lady.
community
This
or
lady here.
traders.
What the hell?
It will also be sustainable
Look at
to
this.
deliver profitable pairs
Is she falling asleep?
for all the members or the license holders, so that everybody makes
This
profit.
lady must take Ritalin.
They
She's
had to
falling
change
asleep,
their
isn't she?
approach from beta testing to some other approach, then some other approach.
Or is she
and
typing on her
finally they
phone?
have
I
discovered
think she's
a
typing on her
way
phone.
or an approach.
Oh, she must be
which will
watching us.
Giving profitable pairs to all the license holders.
Hey, let's bounce
And
around here and have a
everybody
look at
will
a
be
few
able to
people,
make
eh?
good profits out of this.
See who's really
Right.
engaged.
Now there is one more doubt that I need to clear. Last time he mentioned like only 10,000 transactions will be executed.
Oh, here we go.
Now
Feeding
he
the...
also mentioned that you take a break and go for a vacation on Hindi on
For 2 days, he said.
on Hindi prime time, on the Indian prime time. He mentioned like just leave it up to me and
Notice they
just go for a
spotlighted him.
vacation.
I did not do that.
3 to 4 days you go on a vacation. Nobody is asking that why he didn't mention to go on a vacation, but everybody is now asking like, why did he mention only 10,000 transactions? Is it 10,000 transactions per day? No, it is not like that. Of course.
Well, that's what he said.
That is a
it's
logic.
Pretty clear, trash it. You're twisting his words.
It is not sustainable, right? 10,000 transactions every day. It is not possible.
Well, he hasn't done
what
any
he meant
transactions
was in a
yet.
reference that in the beta testing,
Want a refund, mate?
2,000 transactions.
No, I don't know.
Now with the MVP, he can challenge anybody that there will be more than 10,000 transactions. And it will be.
But we've got 0 transactions at the moment. You dumbwit.
Profit. Initially, what they were trying to do is they were doing arbitrage trading across multiple exchanges. Now they are, there is a possibility that they might, get access to the liquidities as well on a certain exchanges. So that way they are doing lots many things. And frankly speaking, I'm not even concerned.
He's not even concerned. If you're talking about concern, mate, you're concerned.
The DApp for like 4 to 5 days now. I know it will be finalized. I know it will be delivered.
Why? What proof? Extraordinary claims need extraordinary evidence, cowboy.
It makes no sense discussing over here between us.
Makes no sense discussing that you're getting 65% of the money that people are buying these licenses. Why are you continuously selling licenses?
We will wait for him to update
you
us
scumbags.
Again, what's the new, what's the next things on the MVP. So
trade 11.
Let's just wait for him. Let's just allow him to do what he
Trade 11 built on a
doing.
Wix website.
We understand there is a communication problem, of course there is, because he's not a management guy, he's a developer, and practically the leaderships are
he's a nobody, he's not a developer.
They are delivering information through across many groups and channels. And
are they? Well, where's the main one? Oh, he's frozen. Sound frozen.
Hi, Trashid. You're frozen a little bit. So
yeah. Maybe it's just cold.
We'll wait for you to
Thank God somebody froze him. It's like on Star Wars. Remember when they got him?
Was some great training. The education is invaluable. It's immeasurable, the information that
I don't think so.
shared. The information about this particular industry, that it is so phenomenal. And then the training on exactly how Boomerang is designed, the concept of it, and the implementation of it. The ShaveZ had come.
I like this one.
At least a couple of weeks ago and said, hey,
I hope this isn't one of the Avengers.
I am working
but I know what you've done there because I've done that before.
That you're going to be proud of and that you're going to be happy with. because I will be happy with it.
So,
Just give me some time to
45-second
get that
loop.
together. And so
And
with technology,
wonder who this
as
is.
things change,
Don't know. It's not us.
he has made the
Ooh.
adjustments and adapting. The thing
Good try,
that
though.
I appreciate
What?
so much about this community is your resilience and your perseverance.
You can
and we
keep
look
getting
forward
scammed over and
to
over
your
again, and you won't
continued
blooming give it
support.
up.
With that, understanding that ShaveZ comes every Wednesday
Oh, that makes it.
to provide
Oh, he's such a
you
good
an
boy. Well, of course he
update
would. He's getting 65% of the
on
money when
what
people
is
buy
going
up.
on, the state of WAS, so to speak.
The state of
So,
was
let's go over as far as the
Einstein.
housekeeping
Okay.
points for asking questions, because it is at that time.
Oh, here we go.
And
Are you going to
that
open the chat
is,
room, Gracie baby?
The recording has
Oh,
stopped.
we don't want the recording to record the
we'll
questions.
need to have your video on and with
Okay.
your human face on it.
Human
So
face.
turn on your camera and I
Turn
see
on your
human
camera.
face.
Basically, get
That
naked
is
in front of the
when I will
world.
call upon you if you want to ask a question.
527 people.
Please raise your virtual hand
And raise your virtual hand with your
so
real
that
face
you
and
will
ask a question that we will
come-
not cut you off or
you
mute
can
you halfway
queue up,
through.
and
And the chat room is shut.
I will be able to
This just gets
ask
better and better.
you questions. Excuse me.
Ask you questions?
Have you
Oh, Trash is
ask
back. There he is.
your questions?
Add pin.
So just waiting now for Trajit to come back.
He's there.
I know that he wants to.
Oh, no.
address
This
your
lady here.
questions. Trajit is back.
Here we go. This lady
Great.
here, man, she certainly takes her share of Ritalin. Oh, she's.
Yes,
Look at her. Hello.
and,
How are you,
I
darling?
think we have conducted the session as well.
How are you?
I think we are
Oh,
good to
look at
go
her.
with the question and answers.
Question and
Okay.
answers.
Fantastic.
Now, these are all
We
governed.
are ready
Oh, she's
for
gone.
that.
There she is.
So Sabina,
Sabina.
would you please unmute?
Whoop, 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 whoop. Let's go,
and
baby.
ask your question, please.
I love it.
Good evening, Trajit. Thank you for your
Oops.
teaching.
Teaching my hell.
The miners come as a wonderful present.
They do, don't they?
It said it is 3 times x3. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Miners.
Yeah.
We become.
I've never heard what she's talking about.
It's
Have you?
a present. If you buy licenses, whatever license package, we get a present of a.
Oh, that's a Boomerang
GT
license?
miner.
Okay. Shut
So
up now.
practically,
Mute her.
anybody who is buying a Boomerang license, they are getting free miners, because we are, first of all, understand this. We have
I love Grace. I want to
licenses
take her out for a meal.
available.
Grace, if you're
exclusively
listening to
on
this, reach
VAS.
out to me.
We
I'll
are
take you
all
out for
Satoshi,
dinner.
right?
Love to
And
take you out for
we
dinner.
are all Satoshi.
Hey?
We are also having our
Should be going to
own
take out for dinner.
digital NFT mining.
She'd probably steal the knife
that
and
we
forks
can
at dinner
access
table,
by
though,
buying
to watch
NFTs,
that, wouldn't I?
right? So what Shavez has done is he has associated Boomerang with
What?
NFT. So practically anybody who is buying a license of Boomerang, they are getting free NFTs.
Oh, my goodness. Trade
on that,
11 does not work.
MetaMask
Trade 11
wallet
is
address that
another
they are using
scam, and
for
it's not real
whitelisting.
arbitrage trading. It's not even
For all the
arbitrage trading.
resubscriptions as well, you will get
Do not
free
be enticed.
NFTs. So that way,
Can't believe you asked me
with
that
Boomerang
question.
license, you are
They're
not
all
just getting
scams, mate.
an
They're all
arbitrage
scams.
trading platform, but you are also getting a BDCC mining facility. Just imagine number of resubscription that you will do
the
on
people.
Boomerang. You will get free NFTs for
That's not 3 times,
digital
though, is it?
mining as well, BDCC.
So thank you.
So for all the
Oops, she's been
resubscriptions
muted.
and all the licenses that you buy, you will get free digital NFTs, $50 worth.
Let's go zoom up on
you
her.
can start your mining journey as well.
Hey, don't cut me
And
off.
when it has reached 150, what does it mean?
Yeah,
Then
answer the question.
What-
is over, or I don't understand.
There is no,
She's been muted.
there is a capping on the profit ceiling of your license.
Her eyes are going to
package
pop out of her
value.
head.
NFTs are unlimited. I mean, NFTs don't have any
Blink, lady.
capping.
Blink. Sabina, reach out to us and we'll save you from this
I
terrible
cannot relate to
ordeal you're going
what
through.
capping or what 1500 you are speaking of.
1,500, 150. Maybe Gracie understood.
Okay. So there's a couple of different things.
Come
okay?
Saturday.
When
Come
you
Wednesday.
you can purchase miners the 50 and the 500 and the 5,000 package.
Let's
And
just
that
watch her,
has
eh?
a 3x, right, Trashid? And then you
That's
get
right.
the
Mute
free
her because she's going to
miners
cut you off.
as a bonus or
Just
thank
mute her
you
so she
for
can't say
buying the
anything else
Boomerang
and then
license
gaslight her
as
out of the
well.
room.
And so that
It's good that
free
these people
miner,
are
she
starting
wants
to
to know,
doubt. If you're in
does
this
that
room, put your hand
encumber
up and ask them
by
how they
the
sleep at night
3x
scamming
package?
people.
The free
Can
miner.
you give me co-host permission, please, Grace?
Oh,
Yes, of course. Uh-oh. Sorry.
sorry. If Sabina can't say
I'll
anything
just
else,
quickly share my screen and help you understand this.
help you understand it.
It's a part of training.
65% of the
we're gonna
money
take
that people
this.
pay for these licenses goes to the multi-level marketers. So Trash Shit gets 65%, well, his downline does, don't quite know how it's structured, but that's what Carl Miller said yesterday. 65% of the money goes
So on
as a
We Are All
backender.
Satoshi, we have two types of products. One, we have digital NFTs. In
Yeah,
maybe
looking
in
out
terms of
for
$50,
licenses,
$500, and
licenses.
$5,000. And then we have Boomerang licenses starting from $500 license. Now,
How many
any
has he got?
package that you buy, maybe of NFT or
Where's his
Boomerang
link?
license, you are getting
Where's his username?
3x potential income on We Are All Satoshi.
SWARAX. Should we go back and we'll try to
So even
reset
if
his
you bought
license?
a license of $500,
I'm
you're getting
going to see it. We'll get his
$1,500
license.
That's the maximum income.
Let's reset his
or the
password, eh, guys?
income that you will be able to claim from We Are All Satoshi.
Why is the
Right.
DAP still
Now,
down?
at the
That's
time of
question I'll be
buying a
asking.
Boomerang license, you are getting a free NFT as well with this license, right? So that free NFT you can plug into the mining dApp and you can start mining.
I say,
But that does not contribute to
SWAR
your income
AX.
potential
What an
over
unusual name.
the
It's sort of like
3x,
N-War, isn't it?
because
I wonder
it's
if
a
it's
free miner. So
Trash Shit's
500
brother.
license value you bought in Boomerang, you will get 3x income potential as 1,500. But the
Resetting his
free miner
password.
that you are getting, it does not
S
contribute over here.
W
But any miner that you have bought under
X.
subscription, maybe a $500 or maybe a $500, $50 or $500 or $1,000, that
Just reset his
contributes
password.
to your 3x potential income, the maximum income that you can claim on We Are All Satoshi. One more thing,
Password's
all
been
the
reset.
all the NFTs bought through subscriptions,
We're
they
resetting
are
his password
minted
in the
on the
background here,
wallet
guys.
addresses that you have pasted over here
Right,
in
so
this yellow section.
if you want to help reset his password,
So if you are buying a NFT package, that
Trash
NFT will be minted on
Shit
your BTC20 Smart Chain wallet address that you
password.
submit over here. And all the free NFTs that you are getting on Boomerang licenses, you will get this minted
Coughing
on
over the mic's never a good professional thing to do.
that you submit
Okay.
at the time of buying the license. So two types of NFTs you are getting. One with a Boomerang license that is absolutely free.
I've reset his password 10 times so far.
On the MetaMask wallet address that is
just put that username in. Hit I am not a robot. Make sure you use your human face and reset his password. And I assume that would log him out, but not if their system's
so this
clunky as it
NFTs
is.
will be minted on the wallet address, submitted on the dashboard. Now, can you keep both the wallet addresses same? Of course, you can, so that any NFT bought or maybe any NFT received free with the license, they can both get minted on the same wallet address.
Sunday training, and you've got
Sabrina, right?
only 3 people asking questions. Are you kidding me, guys? If you're in this room, put your hand up.
Sabrina.
Fight for your money.
I hope that is clear now.
Thank you, Shashi. And Anthony, if you will please unmute and ask your question.
Anthony, where's your human face?
Yeah, hi. Basically, what it is, I bought was license, a Boomerang license, and I got the free NFT, but I haven't been able to
plug it in. You're not
start
whitelisted.
mining because I can't get any BTCC. So where could I get some from? Because my upline doesn't have any.
Oh.
Are you a part of any group or any community, or maybe are you associated with any active upline that can help
say
you
no,
with
please.
BTCC?
No,
just the upline that
good on you,
introduced me.
Let's see if we can find Anthony Green on the
And
internet.
nobody in your line of sponsorship is knowing about BDCC.
What part of no don't you get?
No.
Okay. So
Well, why don't you do it? You're loaded,
one
Trisha.
way
You got no money
to
either.
get BDCC is through bridge in. So that we had covered in the last master training.
We should have just
can cover
watched
it
the
in the
rerun.
next master training. So
See if
there
we
is
can
a
get
feature
Anthony
on
in.
our blockchain mining
Looking
interface
for Anthony.
through which you can bridge in.
Oh, stop doing that. I have to go back to the screen
get
when I do
your
it.
TRC20 to
Here, look at his
BDC20.
bookmark.
This meeting is being recorded.
It's been recorded. Look at his
Just quickly
bookmarks.
show it to
Trade
you.
11. See? Sign in.
Please take care of the annotations.
Trade 11.
Yeah.
This is his bookmarks.
So there
Tron.
is a bridge feature.
And let's see if you're down
on
the bottom
our,
here, you'll see that
Bitcoin,
he's got
mining interface.
software on here
And using
for
this
pumping
feature,
and dumping
you can
cryptos.
bring in TRC20, USDT TRC20 to our mining interface and convert it to BTC, USDT BTC20.
What's his name? Anthony Green.
So
is it?
this
gonna
is
be a
the
hard name
bridge
to find,
feature.
but
You
hey,
can
who-
access it through the menu over here. You can see over here you have this bridge.
Anthony
Right.
Green.
So to use a bridge, you need to have two wallets. One is Tron Link, that is a
He's
Tron
talking
wallet,
about
because as of
the
now we are
great
only supporting
bongo deal.
bridge in from
Buy
a
one,
Tron
scam,
blockchain.
and get one free.
Alright.
Good on
So
you,
one wallet that
Josh.
you will require is Tron, and the other wallet that is required is this MetaMask wallet,
MetaMask
where
wallet.
you will receive the the USDT, right? So bridge in is basically used to convert your
Send me your
TRC20
wallet address, Anthony Green.
USDT
I'll send you some. Promise. Oh my
to
god, it's so funny.
BTC20.
BTC20. I've got to log into everything I use all the time.
There is one Alex requesting for just a second.
What? What's he going on about? Hello. Hey, who hasn't turned invitations off? Hey, trash it! You can't hold a room, mate. There's 446 people in here now. 64 people in here.
Just a second.
Hey, should we bring up
Okay,
trash it?
so
Let's do that.
This bridge-in basically facilitates the conversion of the
I'll bring
same
up trash it. Just find his phone
that,
number. 1 minute,
USDT
please.
from TRC20 to BTC20.
Trash it. Where's
So
your
that
phone
way
number?
you can bring in TRC20 USDT to
Trash it. Where are
to
you?
our mining
I'll
interface,
find you.
and over here you need to connect your Tron Link
Trash
Pro
it.
wallet.
There he is.
Once
Let's
you
bring
do
him
that,
up. There we go.
You need to have
And we'll do a video
gas fees
call.
that will be deducted in Tron, and whatever dollar you want to
Trash
transfer
it.
to
Phone's
BTC20.
ringing.
So you must have those USDT as well on your wallet, and you need to
Phone's
submit
ringing,
over
mate.
here the destination address. This destination address must be your MetaMask wallet address. So that way, from a Tron blockchain, you
He'll
will
have to look at
transfer
his phone.
USDT to BTC20 smart chain, and it will be available in your MetaMask wallet. Once you have this USDT over here,
Yeah, we have
you can
everyone's
use
phone
this
numbers too,
USDT
guys,
to
just in case you
swap
just tuned
to
in.
BTCC. Now, to start mining, it requires only a few BTCCs, and these BTCCs are like only a few
Oh, whoops.
cents to the active leaders or mentors from the panel, or maybe who are, whom you can see in presentations and everything. You can connect to them
Can
and
you chat to
can
her?
ask them, because
Chat's
the
disabled.
BTCC required, it will be just like
It's a bit of a cop out, isn't it?
0.0005 BTCC
Anyway, we're
to
trying to
start mining. It is very, very less.
start with a kiss.
So instead of going through the bridge in and all the technical part, you can simply try to identify the active upline on your site, and that will be more easy for you to start mining.
Oh, you saved him, mate.
Okay then. Thanks for your help.
It's just a pile of shit, isn't it, really?
Anthony, come to Saturday support day.
Oh, yeah, we'll love that.
As
As long as you use your human face and you
That's
use a
Saturday.
name that they like.
Is that 7 p.m.?
Yes,
On
on Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
I'll try to reach out Anthony Green and see if we
Alrighty.
can
Anyone
find him.
else with questions?
No answer from Trash It, funny enough. Is that it? Come on, guys. Put your hands up. Are you kidding me?
Well, Trash Sheet, you've done it again. You have
Oh my
been
God, guys.
extremely,
Come on. Put your hand up. There's one there.
thorough with your education. So much so that the few questions that you did receive
All right, I'm going to put my hand up.
The value of the
Reactions.
education that you provide, as they were very, very good.
Here I am.
And illustrative questions.
Can I ask a question? I've got my hand up in the room.
Paying attention.
I got kicked out.
Thank you so much.
Funny that.
For that.
Did you see me?
For your time, because it is late where you are. We understand and appreciate that. So if no one has any questions, then we'll bring this to a close.
I have a question.
The recording has stopped.
Ha! They put me in the waiting room. Oh, that's right. I forgot that was one that was running my sound. 1 minute, please, caller. Better turn the mic on.
This opportunity, and if the media sponsor cannot assist you, ask for who sponsored them, and that's how you get to know your upline.
All right, we've got enough very poor sound now, have we?
There being no other questions, Trashit, again, thank you so much for your time and your genius.
You're a genius. Oh my God, you're
really your expertise in this area and the ability to deliver it in a manner that is palatable and informative.
There's a lot of inspiration to this, and what we are gonna do from next master training is
look at this lady. What the hell? Are you praying about this?
60 minutes or maybe like 90 minutes, and we will have specific topics covered each week, and we will declare that beforehand in the broadcast that these topics will be covered.
I might try reaching out to
trainings will be specific to limited topics, and
Green,
people will be able to understand more clearly with more clarity.
Save somebody
we will have much time to elaborate on a particular subject. So that's what we are going to do from next master training.
Is that right?
Excellent.
Yeah.
And because the information that you cover is quite a bit to digest, but it is digestible.
It is digestible.
And so thank you all for your attention and your time. And look forward to seeing you all next week.
Oh my God, that's it.
Thank you guys, and good luck to everybody.
Hey, Flat Panzer. Unreal.
All right, let's get lit.
Let's get lit.
Get ready.
Now, I'm just going to kill the sound on that. Leave sound. Yeah, so I don't know. That's just ridiculous, isn't it, really? So we're getting lit at the moment by Grace, which is a disgraced judge. We've got this lady here that thinks that she... oh, look at this. This is a crypto investor here, jazzing away to the music, having a good old time. Yep, hi, how are you? Nice to see you here too. Yeah, but this is if you look at these people and you think this is them, you know, learning about crypto. I mean, do you think this lady in the picture right now knows that 65% of her money that she paid for a Boomerang license actually went to the people that are running the meeting who are just scamming her? Do you think this lady here was happy that they were going to launch on the 1st of March after taking $250,000 from people a day? Do you think she's happy that she would find out that? Do you think she's happy that she's actually not even getting a product that's made by trash shit, and it's actually Pavel, who I believe is just a paid influencer guy? I mean, do you think this lady really understands what she's involved in? I mean, how many questions, can we ask this lady who's just sitting here, happy as Larry, waving away, thinking that this is what a crypto opportunity is about? Why would she invest in this? Why would anyone invest in this, program? What were they hoping to achieve? They were told that if they buy a $500 license, that they were going to be able to make $1,500 in a day. Now, that is just amazing, isn't it? Don't you think? So we're basically done and dusted, I think, guys. I don't think there's any reason to drag this out anymore, but that was an hour 24 of my life that I won't get back. Has anyone got any questions or any information that may be of use? So just recapping, really, I think if we are going to do anything interesting right now, we're probably going to have a look at Rob's channel. Let's have a look at some of the questions in here or things. Hey, Flack, Saturday support is one day I've never seen willing to take questions without a camera on. Yeah, it's a bit amazing. Danny, that's 100% of their money they're never going to get back. Yeah, well, that's true. It's not just 65% of their money that's going AWOL. We're going to just going to have a quick look here. We're not going to have a quick look. We're probably going to have a good look at Rob's video he did last night, and I'll bring that up on the screen. Rob did an amazing, oh my God. Oh, some of the thumbnails that Rob comes up with makes me laugh. Look at this one here. This is 4 months ago. I don't even know what this was on. Do or do not. Ogi Wanganobi. Yeah, but last night we had a live session with Rob, and he did nail some really, really cool things. 7 hours ago, 300 views. This is great. Now, just we'll have a listen to Rob. We'll turn the sound up.
Welcome to another show.
And we'll do some commentary on Rob.
Boy, was it exciting watching the support Saturday. Wow. And I'm not even going to muck around. I'm just going to get straight into it. We've got a little snippet, edited snippet right at the start. And that's going to set the scene for tonight's video. So let's get on with the show. And here we go. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Wait one moment, ladies and jelly beans. Rob's forgot something.
He's got a sound. We all do that, mate.
You can rely on me to be unreliable, can't you? Here we go. Let's take that back to the start.
Here we go. Listen to this question, guys.
A lot of people ask me if it is possible to refund
thank you.
the money.
He did state that he will give refunds if it doesn't perform to that minimum standard he set. It'll be a fairly complex process because 65% is automatically paid out as affiliate rewards.
Did you just hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Isn't that just crazy? Here we are trying to figure out why these boomerangers or these multi-level marketers are pushing this down your throat. 65% of the money that goes into the platform gets paid to affiliate marketers. 65%. I don't know if you know what that means. Hyperverse, 52% of the money got paid back into the 20 levels of structure. 65% of the money. Now they're talking about giving people refunds because they haven't delivered the product for 85 days. They haven't even done a demo that's live that hasn't been pre-recorded for more than 4 months ago. And even the ones that they were recording live weren't doing arbitrage trading. In fact, we went into their website and proved that the code was generating how much money people would be receiving in their MetaMask wallet. If somebody paid $1 and between $1 and $35, for example, then that would mathematically equate that they would get paid out no more than 1.3%. And if they went from $33 to $57, then that 1.3 would turn into a figure like 1.22. And so forth. And that means that we could find that true and factual because people were trading $100 worth of from exchange, $100 and picking, say, like a USD Tether and trading that and getting exactly the same amount paid out every day. So we went into the back end of the code. We found all the code that did all this stuff. It wasn't real arbitrage trading. They removed the code from the website. Now they're telling us that they have a product. Multi-level marketers need to have a product so they can sell you something. They're selling you thin air. And now we find out that they're not getting the 5% backhander that they talk about, or the other 5% backhander, or if you've got the blah, 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 you can get up to 15%. No. These guys, Carl's just told everyone here, whether it's true and factual, that 65% of the money that people pay for a license goes to the affiliate marketers. What company would actually do that? This license that you buy is meant to return you 3 times your investment. If you listen to Joe, 3 times your investment in 24 hours. And then you're encouraged to not take out the money, well, it's already in your wallet, theoretically, but to buy 3 more licenses and then trade those for a day. And then buy 9 licenses and trade those for a day. Now, Rob worked it out instead of on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. And if every one of the 68,000 people who have purchased licenses so far did it compounded on a weekly basis. Every single one of them would be a non-millionaire by the end of the year. There simply wouldn't be enough liquidity in the world to sustain what they're saying. So why are people still signing up? Because they don't watch our videos. They don't do the due diligence. They don't do the maths. But it's like a religious cult. And they literally are believing that this will be true and factual. Let's carry on with Rob's stuff.
Affiliate rewards.
65 paid out automatically. That's what Carl said too.
Yes, 65% is paid out as affiliate rewards. I've been following We Are All Satoshi for a long time. I've watched all the presentations. I've heard all about the 5% kickbacks, and I've heard about the check match bonus, and I'll try to follow it as much as you can. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, I never in my wildest dreams did I think there was 65% paid out in affiliate rewards. And you'll see the full story later on. Remember, that was an edited version. But Carl says something about pending rewards or something like this.
Amazing, isn't it?
But wow, isn't that amazing? 65%. So there's supposed to be 86,450 users who paid a minimum of $500. That's $40 million. 65% of $4 million is $2.5 million.
Put a zero on it, Rob.
Is that right? No, $25 million? $25 million? I don't know. These are telephone numbers. But this is what we got coming up. And there's a lot of other information coming up in this show. So stay tuned. We're going to get into it. We've cut this down. It's about 34 minutes long, but it'll have my interjections in. So let's get on with the show. And we're also going to have a little bit of the social media roundup, and here it comes. We're just going to start off with this.
Listen to this, guys.
So this here is from one of the German groups, and it basically says it's just the truth for weeks now. Every call has said that we should be patient for a few more days. I didn't say anything more,
and
that is the current situation.
And
then someone replied, I think it will definitely start in the next 3 to 4 years. If not, then later. And someone said, you better hold back on buying licenses. I'm also waiting for the start. And someone else said, I haven't been here for a week either, but just reading the last 5 comments is enough to know that nothing has changed. This one here, now I have no idea whether this is legit or not, but it came in. And it's ShaveZ. They're holding up his mobile phone with what looks to be some kind of a card on it. And this is apparently from one of the Spanish chats. And it says, ShaveZ, his name's spelt wrong, so
look at the pictures in the background.
Is working on a debit card for the company, has already obtained a banking license to manage payments himself. So I have no idea whether that's what Joe was referring to when he was talking about some deal with, I think, HSBC, something like that. When Boomerang launches, he will also issue a card for those who have lost.
Now, just that could be something else he held up on his phone one day, but when you see that blurred out background, you can actually see those pictures in the background on his wall, because I've always been trying to figure out what they are.
Lost hope, I inform you that the work continues. ShaveZ has a product that he will introduce at the launch of Boomerang, and it is more important than Boomerang itself. People laughing at you will join later, but it may be too late for their structure to grow. We are part of a large family of growing companies that will become the best for small investors. Have a good weekend. I have no idea whether that's legit, and I have no idea where that came from. So you make your own mind up. The next one we've got here, as I say, I have no idea how some people get hold of these things, but someone wrote into support and said, my license was not activated with Boomerang. Please cancel the purchase of the license. I want my credit. Have it paid out completely. And the reply was, dear Satoshi, sorry for the inconvenience. Once you have purchased the package, it cannot be returned or reverted back or moved to a different account. Best regards, was. So I guess if you really want a refund, you can. This here was just an example that I threw in from some of the Indian groups. And this is where, yes, apparently it was generating pairs. If you believe all this is arbitrage trading, in that testing phase, yes, it was generating pairs, but look how small these percentages are. 0.383, I think it is. And it says today's next profit percentage, 0.383 it is, because it's written there, has been shown with erratic USDC pairs inside the DApp interface of Boomerang. And that's like celebration. When we're on beta, if something like that came up, you would have walked straight past it. So, boy, how things have changed. It's all about your expectations, I guess. Here's another one. Profit percentage of 0.112% has been shown with the erratic USDT pairs inside the Dapper Boomerang AI Trades interface. So another celebration at a minuscule pair. And this last one here, next profit percentage 0.281%. has been shown with the erratic RV pairs inside the DApp interface of Boomerang AI Arbitrage Trade. So, all about expectations. And have we been set up to have really, really low expectations with the continual missing of deadlines? This one here, now, I would really love someone to explain to this. A lot of people put in the comment section that Rob has no idea what he's talking about.
No one would
and
say
you
that,
could be
surely
right. I don't set myself up to be an expert in crypto or anything else. But how the hell do they get these pairs? Like, how can you get pairs when supposedly the only people doing arbitrage trading is Boomerang, and Boomerang's not working? So I don't get this. And how can an arbitrage trade, by definition, be a losing pair, as we've got all in red there? So I just do not get this. Like, and this supposedly comes from CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko or something like that, where they use the publicly funded information. So I don't think this is a collaboration. And of course, that's been supported with emails from each of those organizations. So take from that what you will. But if someone can explain where these pairs came from,
apple trees,
like, yeah, I just don't get it at all. Just having a look in the chat room. AJ, great to have you on board, AJ. What's up with Boomerang? Well, you're going to find out soon. Patrick, hello. Great to have you there. Krishna, please tell me about Boomerang of trading, live trading start date. No idea, but what you're going to hear in the coming few minutes is what everybody else thinks about that trading date, and it's all over the place. Paul Stewart, that's the new name. Great to have you on board. So let's get back here, and we'll come on to the next bit of social media gossip, if you like. As I say, I can't verify any of these, but I know that this one at least was posted. Boomerang still waiting, ? And someone else said, can we buy the reason why I put this up is that you would think with so many, how could I put it? So many delays and so many question marks hanging over Boomerang, you would think the last person anybody would be doing right at the moment is wanting to buy another license. But alas, Alan says, can we buy a Boomerang package using our GameStop wallet? Or do we have to send USDT directly to Weir or Satoshi deposit wallet to be able to purchase Boomerang package, bypassing GameStop memes altogether? When I go to purchase Boomerang, it says we can use income wallet or payment wallet only, GSM wallet not listed. I guess that answers my question. So I will send 500 USDT to Weir or Satoshi wallet directly from Kraken to buy the Boom package. So there you have it. Some people, very, very hopeful, very confident. So now let's get on to the highlights. And remember, this is
good,
live.
guys.
So
This
if
is
you
good
got any
stuff.
comments,
Just
please
shows
keep
you how
them
much these
decent.
guys don't know.
And put them into the chat room. Krishna, can anyone tell me? Yep, anybody can comment to anybody in there. So if you think you've got information for Krishna about when Boomerang is going to go live, please let him know. Otherwise, let's get on with the show.
Nothing specific. We're just waiting for that news, that announcement.
85,
Right.
86
So
days.
the last ShaveZ update this past Wednesday, the last announcement that he made is, I'm not going to give you another date.
Now, there's what Grace has said. Now, I don't know about you, but I definitely heard a date in their last announcement that was on Wednesday. Initially, I didn't think I was going to, the way he started that meeting, but then it went on to say that the debt would be live in 48 hours. But then it was a little bit ambiguous about whether live meant MVP launch, whether that was the same thing or not. I'm not too sure. But 48 hours came and went. No DApp live. And now, what are we into now? So it's Sunday night here. So that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's been 3.5 days. So it's already about a day and a half overdue. And of course, this was supposed to launch when? March 1. That's right, March 1. And if you've been following my show, then you'll see that we've had all those flashbacks to early January when the Christmas present Boomerang first came out. And everybody was going to say, you're going to buy a license and you're going to get 300x flash loan and you're going to be trading from March 1.
That you're going to be anxiously awaiting and disappoint you anymore. And when that date comes and goes or anything of that nature. He said that as soon as it goes live, it will be announced on official telegram.
So my question to Grace would be, how many deadlines are too many deadlines? Like, how long should one wait for a launch? And at what point of time do you think, hey, this is just not going to happen? Taking into account now that when this first was announced or they started promoting it, which was early January, it is now way more delayed than it was in the lead-in time. In other words, they started promoting this 2 months before March 1, and it is now 2.5 months after March 1, and it's still not here.
It's going to be a little bit difficult to address Boomerang problems when we don't actually have a functioning DApp at the moment.
No shit, Sherlock.
So we'll be probably keeping things rather general. Or I could just go ahead and do a bit of elephant in the room. Just
help me out there, Carl.
Go to the landing page, was.network. If you're not in the Telegram group, just click on the Telegram heading at the top, join that group. That's where we're expecting to be told the new URL, effectively accommodating the majority of people's requests that we go back at least to the beta version, but it'll be the beta version by style, not by fact.
He's talking about the beta version there, which is really confusing because I think it was last week that Carl said the beta version is gone. And no, I've never heard anybody suggest that we actually are going back to the beta version. So I'm not too sure what he's talking about here at all.
So we'll be able to do manual trading at least.
Yeah.
So
this day you had a bit of fun doing the beta version because you could get a little bit of money.
Of tokens.
And I did not hear that before. I did not hear that before at all. Let's just play that little bit again.
Rob's got good ears.
It'll be against the much wider range of tokens.
I didn't know that, and I didn't actually know, and I'm pretty sure we're not doing actually manual trading, which was what was happening in beta, that the manual, this is the manual version of the bot, where you've got those options, which I think are 1, 5, 10, 20, and 100, and you click on one of those ticket sizes, you click on the asset that you want to trade with and the Polygon network. Why, for the life of me, anybody would want to trade with any of those lower versions other than 100? I have no idea, and I don't know why you wouldn't have larger ticket sizes than 100. Why you have to select Polygon network, since it's the only one available, surprises me as well, just extra work. And you think this is supposed to be cutting edge, bleeding edge technology.
Something's bleeding.
He will be installing all of the functionality that has been in the testing dot version, and you'll be able to just trade. The bot won't go live at the same time. It'll come on, from my understanding, because it's still very confusing.
It is very confusing. This is Carl, one of the leaders, and he's confused. So how would you expect the rest of us to be?
Yes.
But actually, from my understanding, is that there's two versions of the bot. The one where you select the ticket sizes, the first asset and the polygon, and the other one is the automated bot. Is the automated bot, which I don't believe is going to be available at the start. But then, is this going to launch at all?
No.
Just having a look in the chat room, Patrick says Boomerang will never go live. It's sad for all those who sent these money. Crypto G. Hello, Crypto
Hey,
G.
Crypto G,
Hello,
let's talk
guys
about
and
you.
girls. And Spooner is in here. Best comment to Patrick, he says.
The messages were a little bit mixed. Some things were said in the Hindi Zoom, which weren't quite the same as when translated into English.
Gotta love this.
And I've been really wanting to listen to that Hindi Zoom, which would be a copy. Well, it wouldn't be a copy. It's the Hindi Zoom, which was the one played before. I'll rephrase that so that I don't mislead people. The Hindi Zoom is the Hindi Zoom, Hindi speaking Zoom, Hindi language Zoom. It would have been recorded prior to the UK Prime on Wednesday evening. And I want to go and listen to that to see whether it is actually the same. And Carl suggested, no, not necessarily the same.
Right.
In the
All depends what hat they want
UK
to put on,
Zoom on Wednesday. So my understanding is that
G'day, Short
the
Dicks.
bot
Nice
will
to
go
see you, mate.
live quickly, but after MVP launches.
Listening to Rob.
And that everybody that's got...
If you haven't heard the latest from Carl must have been on Ritalin last night. Instead of giving Ritalin to small children, he's taken it himself. I actually think Carl's trying to redeem himself, to be honest. Some of the things that Carl just blurts out these days, I think Carl might have an approach where he's going to be totally transparent, and any information that comes on his desk, he'll tell people what he knows. Maybe he's trying to move the liability, but I think he took his own Ritalin doing the Saturday support yesterday, simply because the amount of beans he spilt was enough for Jack and the Beanstalk to climb up the beanstalk and get the princess out of the castle.
An incomplete pack or packs, we'll be able to trade that out using the bot for free, and then afterwards it will become a subscription product within WOZ. So at some point maybe that'll be a bit of a clue.
A clue. It's like a wee game, isn't it? Maybe it's like playing Battleship. This
WOZ goes into maintenance or down for update, that the UI for WOZ is being updated to add the bot as a subscription product.
Wow.
Hello to Danny in the room, and
g'day,
also
Rob.
to
How are you,
Shirley.
mate?
Shirley
Thanks for
says
the first
selling
one. It's
affiliate
late, mate.
packages is the only income in Wearable Satoshi products, i.e. NFTs, Bitcoin code, flopped as cost more to harvest than NFTs are worth. And the Boomerang, the bridge to get your money out. They actually talk about the bridge on here, Shirley. So that's coming up. And Danny says, I think Carl may be able to redeem himself by spilling the beans.
True. Good comment,
Just
Danny.
speculation. I can't guarantee that. We haven't had any
There's no guarantees in this
notification
business.
in any leaders or public group or any leaders' Zooms with ShaveZ.
Really?
So that's pretty telling as well. The poor leaders. Should I say the poor leaders?
No.
They seem to be doing pretty well out of that affiliate
65.
cuts. But the leaders seem to be complaining that they're being kept in the dark mostly as well. And there seem to be different tiers of leaders, as we saw on that lucky leader meeting about 2, maybe 3 weeks ago now, where a few of the more senior leaders perhaps were discussing things that were going on. And one of them said is that all trading has to be done with the bot.
Rob again.
And some of these things that we're hearing snippets of are coming to pass.
Lauren.
Hi, Carl. One question.
One question. Here
a
we
lot
go.
of people ask me if it
So this is the fuller version of the edited version we had at the start.
is possible to refund the money which the people invested in licenses of Boomerang.
Anything is possible with enough effort. ShaveZ did say that if it didn't perform to a minimum standard that he set of 10,000 transactions, presumably per day, but it could be per person. I don't know yet. That was not clarified, and it has been asked in the tester trainer group. But he did state that he...
Apparently, Carl or somebody had asked in a leadership group, and it remains unclarified.
He will give refunds if it doesn't perform to that minimum standard he set. It'll be a fairly complex process because there
can I also return
of every
to
purchase, 65% is automatically paid out as or available to. It's not totally paid out, but it's available to be a source of affiliate rewards. You'd have to decide either to wear that as a cost to corporate.
Oh my goodness! We're
reverse those out
$42
as well.
million. Sorry, $25 million.
Bit of an issue there.
My question is on the Boomerang that we are starting.
Here we go.
They told us that it's going to be 3x initially. Then they say after that one 3x is going to be 2x. Then later on, they said it's going to just be 3x all through. Which one is correct?
That is a very interpretable question or situation, more precisely. Your profit ceiling is set to 3 times.
I didn't know that.
But
that's interesting.
And ShaveZ has said that it will stay 3 times.
Trade 11 claims to pay 65%
for the
also.
foreseeable future.
I reckon that's
it may change to 2 times later on.
Website set up by
just before she comes on with her second question, just
by
have a
them
look
to
in the
create fun
chat room
about
here,
companies.
and we have that Danny said, did Carl just say it's just speculations? A lot of this is basically his opinion on things. Shirley said Boomerang packages need to be refunded back to wallets until Boomerang is launched, as 86,000 people must be fuming. Totally agree. Couldn't agree more. Now, Crypto G says, correction, I am pretty certain the top trade data is not pulled from either CMC, CoinMarketCap, or CoinGecko. These figures are clearly pulled from the contract address data for Tabor Flash Loan Authority and RB Fund C. Are those the Boomerang wallets? Can you explain,
if you are going to sign up for Trade 11,
how you end up with negative?
Can you sign up under my affiliate ID? Like 65%.
Negative percent pairs.
Question. I know Grace said that ShaveZ already said.
There you go.
It will let us know in
just sign up, give me money.
Telegram when we're gonna go live. But your experience with him, being closer to him, do you have a rough idea?
No idea at all.
About 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
No. No.
Just a rough idea. We don't know the exact date.
No.
But
this lady says, with your experience of him, well, the experience so far is that he can come up with a date that seems absolutely certain as close as 2 days in the future, and it still doesn't happen.
Do you have a rough idea?
Rough idea.
Rough idea is what he said on Wednesday.
Oh, so it's going to start Friday.
A couple of days. Open-ended.
Okay.
So there's Carl confirming what I heard and others heard. A couple of days it was going to go live. Whether live is MVP launch, whether that's the same thing, can't imagine how they're not, but I don't know.
That's all we know.
This affiliate model will even get...
So this here, I've added in, this is ShaveZ actually from the Wednesday announcement. Just the sound is fractionally a little bit low, so I'm going to push that up. So this is ShaveZ's own words from Wednesday.
Brilliant.
Better and better. With more services, with more add-ons attached. So be rest assured, give us a couple of more days, and then once it is live, you will get to know. No more trainings, no more testings. So prepare yourselves, focus on sales, build the funnels, Be ready.
Be ready.
Focus on sales. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it is. It totally
Once we
is.
go live, you will get the link.
And he's just said focus on sales after giving repeated deadlines that had been missed and giving what I would consider a different one, being 2 days' time. That was 3.5 to 4 days ago.
Amazing.
I was so certain of that I got up and I, early in the morning over here for the UK Prime and went live with that. And nothing, no show, unbelievable. US Prime the same day, nothing, no show, unbelievable. And people just, and the weird thing is that Grace saying, well, he didn't give a timeline. And I went on to one of the leaders' YouTube channels and he said, what I was so happy about ShaveZ's presentation the other day is that he didn't give a timeline. I'm thinking, did these people listen to the same thing as me? This is it. This is from his own words.
And you can start trading. If you are not enjoying this, then just wait patiently or go somewhere.
He just about told everyone to bugger off, didn't he?
Break, go for a vacation for a couple of days,
and he says a couple of days there. If you're not enjoying this, go away for a couple of days.
Then come back and you will see everything in place, working, and me talking about the next product also.
That's unbelievable. Is that next product going to be that card? Who knows?
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Grace. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And I'll see you guys in a couple of days.
See you, guys, in a couple of days. That's the UK Prime and the US
Maybe
Prime
that I was
talking about. Didn't happen.
So, yeah, it's now been a couple of days. We haven't had an update in any of the groups to say where he's up to yet.
So he's not even communicating with the leaders, which is pretty poor, I reckon. Crypto G just adding to, or maybe responding to my question, says aggregators like CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap aren't interested in arbitrary data created by a useless smart contract. Why would they? Think about it. Absolutely. Susie's in the house. Hello, Susie. Great to have you on board.
She's at my house as well.
I was just kind of wondering, we've been in this thing for a long time now. And I know you say you can ask questions, whatever you have. ShaveZ brought the GameStop up to now. We don't hear anything about the GameStop.
Yeah, the GameStop means was another thing that was pushed onto the BTC20 or Real Satoshi blockchain, whatever it is that you want to call it. And that was a initial pre-launch or something like that. That's basically dead in the water from what appears to be the situation on social media.
And then the Boomerang, every time we are having a delay, they keep postponing the time this time. Don't you think this is having a great impact on the members? Because having this number of people following you, and every time we come to a new platform trying to make money, but instead we keep spending and losing money.
He knows that it's having an effect, yes. He stated that.
And that's a big point there, because a lot of people are giving ShaveZ a lot of leeway, a lot of rope, you might say. And you got to remember, this isn't his first rodeo. He was involved in Hyper One, and I, to be perfectly honest, don't know how Hyper One ended, but I'm pretty sure it ended. But he is also involved in
California.
The bridge, taking the bridge
you can
down,
check in, but you can never leave,
which
Rob.
I think is alluded to here. So anybody who's in one of the other products, which is BTCC mining, they just can't get their money out. They can put their money in, but they can't get the money out. So not being able to get your money out of Boomerang is nothing new.
In the office
on Wednesday, and even apologized for not being able to reach everybody's expectations. I'm hearing that from my people. I'm hearing it from community all over the place. I'm getting people from other sort of lost souls, people that
There's going to be a whole lot of
their
lost souls
leaders
around,
are
isn't
not
there?
engaged anymore.
Leaders are not engaged anymore. And I think it's absolutely fantastic. And some people think, hey, you need to just be patient and hang in there and, you know, watch yourself talk and something like that. You need to communicate your displeasure.
I'm hearing from leaders that aren't recognized as leaders, but have people in their teams that are starting to threaten them. We've passed all of this on. He is aware of the sentiment, and that's why.
Sentiment. Where does that word come from in the English language, man?
Decided to not try and go
sounds like something you put on a
product with as much in the MVP as possible.
MVP,
but to add go back to the style of the beta version where you can manually trade and then add more stuff in later.
Yes, I think any trading is better than no trading at all. Danny says you would think that Carl was trying to generate FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, but basically this is coming from one source, ShaveZ, from the top.
Yeah.
Maybe he's trying to sabotage his own mission. Maybe he's sending subliminal messages. Who knows? Who knows? And maybe Carl took some of those. Good grief.
He wants people making money.
Children.
But remember, Boomerang is not his product.
And now insert controversial topic there.
Say, he's providing a lot of tech and tech ability.
Oh my goodness! I can't believe they say this.
Power,
thank you. Look at that.
The creator
new
of Boomerang.
member.
Now, can you imagine?
Hey, awesome, man. Nice to have you here.
Just stop here for a minute.
Look at that new member.
How does someone create a digital technical product and then have someone completely different
new member
provide all the tech for it?
Thank you for
Just
signing
think
up.
about that.
$1 a month.
Surely the creator,
loving that. Thank you very much.
The creator,
thank you for the support. Really appreciate
or whoever it is the one who's going to be looking after it. And when you have a listen to all these meetings, it's always ShaveZ saying,
I think it doesn't do well for my mental health.
He's made these decisions, or his team. There's been no talk about Pavel at all. He did turn up in Dubai, but how would we know what the relationship is?
So I haven't heard or spoken to Powell for quite some time. ShaveZ has taken on the role of the face of Boomerang for all intents and purposes. So he's copying the flack.
Just before we go into him, only Carl has been the person who has mentioned Pavel. So he's mentioned it right here, but he mentioned it also when one of the users called Mark was asking Carl several weeks ago about why all the trades are replicated and that it looks like something's manipulated. And Carl then said that his questions were best directed to Pavel, correcting Mark when he suggested that maybe these were questions for ShaveZ. Apart from that, I don't recall any of the leaders actually saying, particularly in the last couple of months or so, that this is anything to do with anybody other than ShaveZ.
Hey,
all of the
I see you in the background here, mate. Have you got access to the German chat room? Because that would be quite interesting.
Correct. ShaveZ has never claimed to be the owner of Boomerang that I'm aware of. Boomerang is just another product launching on our chain and providing an affiliate product on our platform, but you can buy Boomerang product.
Yeah, it'd be quite good to have some supply in the German chat room,
because it's
sounds
not
like they're really
part of the affiliate.
They're awesome.
It's not owned by the affiliate program. It's just launching through the affiliate program for us to gain benefit from it.
To the tune of 65%, apparently.
Yeah, 65%. So you haven't kept up with it, ladies and gentlemen. Carl Biller, said that 65% of the money that people pay for their licenses goes to the affiliates system. Whatever that actually means, I don't know. And also, he still claims that Pavel is the owner of Boomerang. And they also today they said Trash Shit mentioned that they were going to be launching another arbitrage trading platform. And now they won't release this this platform until they launch Boomerang, so they say. So no doubt that they're keen to launch something so they can get their money out of people. It's just crazy. It's just you can't make this shit up.
Could be wrong, but I think 90% of the people within this platform, the watch platform, know that ShaveZ should be the owner of Boomerang. I could be wrong.
As far as I know, you're wrong. Because Powell came to ShaveZ with this idea.
Then I have a question about this. Then why did Joe say something different?
I have no idea what Joe...
Now, if you just haven't heard that voice, that's Bob, who's actually in our chat room right now. Well done, Bob, for going in there. So, yes, that is absolutely brilliant. We're just going to go back and listen to that Bob, who just turned his mic on and blurted that out. Let's have another listen to that.
With this idea.
Then I have a question about this. Then why did Joe say something different?
I have no idea what Joe said.
Well, obviously, because remember when we showed, Mark showed Carl Miller that he could generate the same results every time he traded when it come to the amount of money he was paid out. He did about 10 trades and got exactly the same payout every time, even though it was meant to be arbitrage trading. And then Carl goes, well, we've known about this since day one. And then the next morning, Joe was shown the same stuff from Mark, a boomeranger. And Joe said he didn't know why this was happening. And also Joe has said he's never done arbitrage trading, but then claims that Boomerang is 100% arbitrage trading. So there's a lot of inconsistencies that we see between these presenters. But wouldn't you be hanging around if you knew every time somebody signed up under you that 65% of the money goes to pay the affiliates for this fake arbitrage trading? So it doesn't matter if it's real or not. We just want that 65%. And now people are talking about refunds. So these affiliate marketers going to help ShaveZ out by refunding their money because some customers unhappy that they've had to wait 85 days for a product to launch that has never done anything it's said it's going to do?
Or Joel, or wherever that name was.
Yeah, a lot of people are hurt, man. A lot of people are wounded from this financial stuff.
I agree. We're just waiting.
We're just
waiting.
waiting.
This is why I believe he's decided to go with the...
Now, if you think that some of this comment is a little bit choppy, it's because I've sliced out the fat, but I have tried, and I think pretty successfully, not to change any of the context. But there were in this a lot of lengthy delays because people didn't really have anything to talk about. Everybody basically wanted to talk about the same thing. When is launch going to happen? When is launch going to happen? But there weren't too many people who put their hands up. And so sometimes Carl went on a monologue trying to preempt any questions and pass on as much information as he could. But there were a couple of very, very long delays. And you'll see one coming up very soon.
Smaller version of MVP where we can actually start trading.
This went uncomfortably long.
It's a game or trading platform?
It's an arbitrage trading platform.
Now, this person asked whether it was a game. Crypto G says the answers to your questions require more clarity than I can provide in a 200-character limit kernel, i.e. me. Perhaps you need a chat CG option on your show. Yes, that is a very excellent idea.
Yeah,
maybe we need a 3 or 4 way one.
It's not a game.
Yeah.
It's not a game.
So simple. Just when to start.
Oh, do you? Oh, brilliant! I'd actually make a video out of it if you do.
I just answered that question.
Yeah, last time ShaveZ just tell that it will be start on 4-5 days, not 10-12 days. So when it will be start?
Is there any rough idea?
Yes, I just answered that question. He said on Wednesday, a couple of days, but no actual date given.
It's shooty with them.
Yeah, and then there was like another lengthy delay. I've cut a lot of them out, but I just left a few in just so that you could feel what this mood was.
Like crickets.
I still ask the question, are you aware where that NFT gets minted to?
Oh, yeah. No, any thing I can make a video out of would be great. That'd be awesome, mate.
And he was trying to have a discussion here with a guy whose accent was so broad. And I give credit to Carl for actually interpreting some of these comments. They were very, very hard to understand.
I don't understand. Sorry.
We give a lot of praise for Carl. I think it might be a good time
Okay,
to
thanks.
ring up Carl and see whether he wants to work with us. Let's ring him now,
I
eh?
asked this question with my apply later. Thank you.
Yeah. You ask your upline to provide training or come to the training seminar sessions on Wednesday US prime time.
Yeah.
Carl, let's give Carl a ring and see if he answers, eh?
I do have one Vietnamese lady in my team.
Oh my God, the poor girl.
But she's very recent joined, so she hasn't even, she's only done the beta testing. But Vietnam is growing quite huge at the moment.
And one of the reasons I left this in is that, yes, there are still licenses being sold, despite the numerous delays from March 1, April 5th, so on and so forth, being, what, 6, 7 or so deadlines. It's actually hard to keep count because there have been some where there's been an absolute date and then there's been suggestions maybe in a couple of days from now. But people keep on selling this and you think, as I alluded to in my video last night or the night before, are people actually who are being sold this told the whole story? This is a product that has got many red flags around it, around the peers, around the payouts, around the arbitrage trading, around the AI, and maybe most objectively, perhaps, around the constant missing of deadlines. It just doesn't launch.
So I'm hoping that she can start expanding her team through her country people, and maybe we can then get some education happening. But at the moment, the only source of training is possibly you're under Joseph Tran. He seems to be building a huge team in Vietnam. So,
wow,
and remember that's 65% affiliate rewards, which of course we're not too sure how those are divvied out, to be perfectly honest.
Okay, I just want to know, when we launch, where do we go to?
Where do we go to, my lovely?
Part of the launch announcement, there will be a new URL or
a new URL
address that will be published with the announcement.
Wow.
Zara, your question about Islamic trading accounts. My understanding is that ShaveZ is Muslim, so he certainly knows the issues there.
Exciting stuff.
And that's why there is no interest on the flash loan. There is
Has anyone got a link to the German chat room?
Just a simple fee structure.
The German, what do they call it, WhatsApp group or Telegram groups? If you do, can you pop it in the chat? Because I wouldn't mind getting our friend
It
here.
is a percentage fee.
Keep an eye on it. It's in German. You can read it.
Not a flat fee.
They sound like the most intelligent.
We use Coinbase in the future.
To be honest,
Coinbase is an exchange, a centralized exchange.
Is it really?
We only process on decentralized exchanges. Is there a way you can have more direct conversation? Well, it's a very open-ended question, and the answer is certainly yes.
The answer is, my friend,
become a highly ranked leader and join the ranked leaders group, and then when he attends,
so what happens if
those
ShaveZ
meetings,
dies?
you'll be able to
Everyone
ask him
loses
direct
everything,
questions.
don't they? Imagine
As
if people
for a
put a
more
bounty on
immediate
ShaveZ's
and
head.
less flippant
Whatever that
answer,
would be worth, eh? Dead or alive?
I don't
Dead
know of
or
anybody
alive.
for certain that is a ranked leader that is Muslim.
And of course, to get on to become a ranked leader, you need to sell.
What's my thoughts on the
Hockey's the top of the
10,000
chain, I
trades
think,
per
at the
day?
moment.
Well,
And Sheba Joe,
that
he's
was
getting up there.
A minimum. B, on one chain, I presume. And
Camera's
he
back.
didn't actually say
Susie, I'm still
10,000
here.
trades per day. It might be
Are you going back to that
10,000
conversation?
trades per day
Is
per person. It
ShaveZ
might be
religious?
10,000 trades.
That's my question.
Some other metric.
Funny, I see what you're doing there, Susie.
We'd have to wait a little bit more to get
I
clear.
just wouldn't mind the link to the chat
explanation
room,
of what that
because
limitation.
I wouldn't mind standing
most
it
people
and
believe
keep
that
up with the
that
conversation.
10,000
So I don't know if you can be invited in the room. Sorry,
guarantee
Rob.
was per day, and as has been shown, that's totally an.
And I must take my hat off to Rob and myself. I mean, the amount of and all the friggin' Avengers, to be honest, the amount of work that we do and the amount of information we process every day about this scam, and none of us have invested in this Boomerang thing, and we're just out here trying to figure out what's going on. But like Rob's done a fantastic show. This is a very, very high quality shambles presentation, and the shambles isn't from Rob's end. The shambles is actually from everybody contributing information throughout the day, so that Rob can do a show at the night and I can do a show in the morning. But I wake up at 5:30 in the morning, and today I woke up and shut my eyes and woke up and it's 20 to 6, and it's just so good that I can get up in the morning and watch some really good updates. I actually spent yesterday morning trying to stay in the meeting, and they went after me actively. Every time I lit up, I had two connections in with their Zoom meeting, but they actually shut down the Zoom meeting so no one could get into the meeting. They were asking people to turn their cameras on. And I won't tell you what Rob did, but it was very smart, and the reason why he got this recording. And also, I've got to take my hat off to Bob, who's managed to record 3 rooms into this. So what we really need is a central server where people can broadcast these Zoom meetings. And and I might be just sitting here having a bit of a rant while Rob's doing this thing, but I've actually got 3 Zoom meetings actually open at the moment. I've got Crypto Tech's personal meeting open, I've got Jan Gregory's personal meeting open, and I've also got Gobi's meeting open. And if one of those guys decide to go live, we'll be hot in their tail and rebroadcasting their what they call private Zoom meeting. And it's just showing you, I mean, you might not know much that happens behind the scenes, but also, we get a lot of support. I just had, a new member join. That's absolutely fantastic. But really would like to get this show going. And we're learning, middle-aged men learning how to operate a Zoom meeting. It is actually quite a feat. Obviously, we don't always have good sound, but it's sort of every now and again you get a feel-good factor about where we're heading and what we're doing. So this isn't Danny de Hek's show. This is actually your show, and this is not Rob's show. This is once again your show, and it's a collective of people trying to create awareness around these scams. And we don't have a hidden agenda. Where we can, we try to monetize things, and we appreciate the donations that people give us. Obviously, everyone needs to do to make a living. I make a living by doing drop shipping. Just last week, we actually managed to have a sale go through for one of our sites, so that took a lot of pressure off my partner because it was her site. I'm still under a bit of pressure, and I'm looking to create new sites. I've got hopefully a job in the pipeline. Somebody in the UK wants me to develop them a website. So we are sort of getting there slowly, but it is a mission. But out of all that said, it is pretty awesome being part of what we're doing. And I do believe at the moment, got told by the biggest newspaper in Australia, I think it's the biggest, that they're doing a documentary style video about Hyperverse, which is really cool. And they asked us for some content on that as well. Hopefully I might get an interview, but one day the Avengers may be well known around the world, and we will be we will be technology providers. Anyway, back to Rob. I've got to duck off after this. I've got a friend that's had an operation on his neck today. I work in a shop. I'm going to try to get there before 9 o'clock. So I'll finish up with Rob, and then I'll probably end pretty promptly. I'm going to go process his orders for him so he doesn't hurt his neck that he had an operation on.
Totally inadequate to get 3x paid back in any reasonable time frame.
Would be, but on the surface, yes, it does seem on the low side. But it might be that it is a low side because he's expecting 50,000 trades a day. We don't know. I don't want to put words in his mouth.
84,000, what is it? 86,450 trades per day would only be one trade per day per person. Think of
just just while Rob's frozen there, you say that you're in the meeting there, Susie. I mean, if you want to get technical, you could always download OBS, and OBS will allow you to record a certain window on your computer. And then what you could do is you could upload that video to YouTube as a unlisted link, and then you could share it with people like me. That's I know that's a lot of work and effort, but if you get that down to a routine, it's not too bad. But it would be handy to have that information. Then I would use my software, download that, and because I would have loved to get a full commentary of Carl, but obviously I missed it. But Rob got it, and I know that you were talking to Rob in the meeting at the time, and I think you would have chuckled at Rob's technique. And on the way back, I've got an idea that I'm going to buy some gear when I go shopping on the way home today. But anyway, better carry on. So we're getting some ideas, we're getting stronger.
Are individuals still encouraged to sell licenses in spite of the current delays?
Great question.
Well, that's entirely up to each individual. I'm not encouraging or discouraging anybody doing anything at the moment.
But should ShaveZ be? Should ShaveZ, as the CEO, say, hey, we don't actually know when this is going to launch, maybe it would be prudent. If he's genuine in the talk of potential refunds, then surely you would want to actually stop the amount of work from those refunds by saying, well, how about we just suspend sales? How about we just suspend sales from now until launch, and then we reassess upon launch?
I'm just waiting for it to go live. I know there are leaders that are still selling or building greater teams and encouraging people to buy licenses. It's an individual's choice.
Yes. And if you were getting a kickback of whatever it may be, we know there's 5%, and we know there's a check match bonus, so I still don't understand it. But obviously there's something else going on here as well, isn't there?
Warren, you are selling licenses endlessly, focusing on volume and building structure without a functioning product in the background. Well, there is a functioning product. It's called BTCC mining.
And of course, the coin, after reaching a high of $87, has gone down to very low 60s.
So the mining product is ongoing for 140 years. The nodes and validators will continue running long after that because...
so what, 240 years?
The chain will continue after that. Boomerang is on the cusp of going live.
I was just watching a documentary before coming online about BlackBerry. BlackBerry, of course, was the preeminent phone before the iPhone. Made everybody super rich. One of the early founders apparently is still one of the richest men in the world. And the CEO narrowly avoided jail time, apparently. And what would you call him? The other co-founder heard about the iPhone, or at least in this, well, no, it wasn't a documentary. It was a fictionalized movie, probably at least reasonably based on fact. And he was in kind of denial that the iPhone would take off when it was delivered in 2007.
And the next product, which apparently is already developed, is about to be started testing.
And of course, we don't know what it is.
I know someone has been invited to set up a testing group for that new product, and that person has told me that he wants me in that. I have no.
So there's a lot of positive talk about a new product or new products or whatever, but we've been playing, and I'll continue to play flashbacks, going back to January, going back to several weeks / months ago, about how positive these people were about Boomerang.
No details. I have no details about what this new product is. I've got as much as everybody else that ShaveZ announced on Wednesday. The next product is ready and waiting to go into testing, but he's not even going to explain it to anybody until he gets Boomerang MVP launched.
It'll be launched in 10 seconds, launch a new product, take a whole lot of money, and then
affiliate product
it will fall over again.
More stable.
Money collecting.
Which hopefully means bridging out, which hopefully means the NFT market operating, the new interface for that.
World.
Notice he said hopefully means bridging out. Can't do it at the moment. In other words, you can't get your money out of this.
Which he has apparently already developed but hasn't launched yet. Getting the automatic minting again for NFTs for direct purchases, catching up on all of the NFT minting. All those things are going to have to be addressed. And then hopefully he will get the new product launched. So yeah, there is still quite a bit happening. Encouraging people are starting to become more patient, which is good.
Absolutely. That's all. That's what we can go ahead and just pray on.
And we're now back into the main room. Patience is the key. Just having a look in the chat room. Is Carl making things up? Is ShaveZ religious? I have no idea. I think Carl suggested in here somewhere that he's a Muslim. And we got plenty of other comments in the chat room. If you're new to the show, or if you just want to say hi and tell us where you're from, please do so.
And it's just a waiting game right now. It's a waiting game, and we're hoping that it will not be too long, but we will know more coming Wednesday, because ShaveZ will be here to provide an update. Hopefully.
Well, that's not necessarily true, is it? Because he said 48 days the other day, and we thought we knew more when he said that, but as it turns out, we didn't.
If we get something before that, you will see it in the Telegram. Okay, Joe?
Yeah, sorry, I hope you don't mind. Just to add on, there is a message that's been floating around that was passed to me today. I'm not going to read it out, but you're probably going to see lots of information floating about. Don't necessarily trust whatever message that you see that's been forwarded and shared dozens of times. If it didn't come from ShaveZ or one of the main core leadership, then don't believe it.
How would you know that it came from ShaveZ or not?
Okay, any information will come on.
And I wonder what he's actually referring to. Yes, I wonder if he's referring to the credit card or not. I don't know.
Zoom from ShaveZ, or it will come from one of the core team leadership.
Who is that core team leadership, Joe?
In your particular upline chain. But just
that one.
Be careful of messages that are being handed around, giving information that is not accurate. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you. And folks, when you come in and you have your device name like iPhone 5, you need to recognize
I was literally logged into the meeting today with that name.
Okay, if you look at your frame, you should see the name right on the left-hand bottom part of your screen. You should see the name that's displaying. That's the name that I can call you. I have no other reference for you. So
if your name is iPhone 5 and you're not allowed to use that would be most embarrassing, wouldn't it, Chris?
Like iPhone 5, I could call you all day long and you won't pay attention because your mama didn't name you iPhone 5.
Your mama.
Yes, Susie, I do believe that Joe is saying there is disinformation within WAS. And of course, some might say that WAS itself is delivering disinformation or misinformation anyway, when all these deadlines are happening. And of course, things like the collaboration with CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, and of course, that you can bypass that warning on the page from MetaMask, which according to MetaMask, they suggest may not be a wise decision.
I mean, I'm just saying, but in case she did.
Like my middle name, Samsung.
You might want to go ahead and change that display name. And if you do not know how to change your display name or stay in here and ask that question, turn on your video, and I'll be glad to help you and walk you through so that you put a name there. It doesn't have to be your real name, but something that you'll recognize and want to use, okay? The same thing with you all who come in as Zoom user.
That's me.
Okay, so that basically concludes that meeting from Support Saturday. So let's go through a really quick summary of what we learned, or at least what we heard. That one person, and there has been a lot of other people online that have been asking about refunds, and of course ShaveZ actually raised the topic the other day, that there's a call for refunds, but for refunds to happen, many people who have benefited or potentially or will potentially benefit from affiliate rewards will have to give money back. What do you think the odds of that are? That these rewards may account for 65% of your license. So if somebody is selling you a license or encouraging you to buy a license, them and other people somewhere, we don't know how it's divvied up, are potentially going to benefit from 65% of what you paid. So that would mean that for a $500 license, they're going to get $325 between them somehow, some way, according to Carl. Anyway, that ShaveZ did in fact say that this would go live in 48 hours, but we don't know if live and MVP are the same thing. At present, there is no live DApp, and there hasn't been for around about 3.5 to 4 days since ShaveZ made that announcement. That when it does come up, if it does come up, and I think that is fair now, that if it does come up, it will be a manually, it will be the manual bot, and there will be more peers. Doesn't necessarily mean it'll be more successful, because we saw that the peers that were generated when users were encouraged to use the bot to generate peers, the resultant peers were predominantly incredibly low. That after it goes to MVP, if it goes to MVP, at some stage after that launch, the automated bot will be available. That there will be refunds, ShaveZ said, if trades do not add up to arguably 10,000 trades per day. But if that were to happen, then that would mean that each user would only get one trade every 8.6 days. That's right. It would have to multiply by 8.6 times for a user to get one trade per day.
I must say,
and based on a calculation,
I get excited when Rob starts doing mathematical stuff, because he's very, very good mathematician.
That we did a few days ago, if each trade were to generate $1, which does actually seem on the high side based on some of these peers percentage profits that have been turned up, but if a trade did generate $1, then it would take 35.5 years to achieve your 3x, and that is if you're on the minimum license. If you're on a 10,000 license, it would be astronomical. The refund process would be very complex, because of those affiliate rewards and corporate, whoever corporate are. This is like a phrase carried over from Hyper Days, Hyperverse and Hyper Nation and Hyper Cosmos and everything else, is that corporate would have to decide whether to wear that cost, which would be something in excess of $25 million by our calculations, or to somehow retrieve it from the people who received it as affiliate rewards. And just ask yourself, if you're one of those people, are you likely to give that back? And if you have a look at the people in your upline, do you think they are the type of people that are willing to give that up? So there you go. That concludes our show. Thank you very much for everybody who was in the chat room, who contributed to the discussion. As I say, we try to provide the correct information. We don't know whether that bit about the credit card is valid or not, whether that could be the new product, or whether that's the information that Joe was alluding to. Who knows? You'll find out at some stage. So thank you very much. Let's keep tonight's show a little short. If you got any value from this, or more particularly, if you think someone else will get some value from this, maybe an insight, different way of thinking, or just some educational entertainment, then please share or forward or post wherever. So until next time, thank you very much to everybody in the chat room. Happy investing, and goodbye from me, and goodbye from the cat. Meow.
No, absolutely awesome, Rob. You did us proud once again. So that's bloody good. Right. So let's just flip through a couple of screens. Let's share this screen here for a start. Now this, I'll just remove some of the things. Rob always makes you think. No, he does. He really does. Yeah, so this was the message that we got given. Whether it's clickbait, I don't know. But some things here, I mean, it's definitely, I'll say definitely, let's go 92% definitely, ShaveZ offers, because those two pictures in the background I always see them in a blurry background. I've always been trying to figure out what they are. And it does seem like that's a kitchen of some sort, because normally we see people walking around behind it, but because of the angle, I'm not sure really. But I have actually seen two blurry things that look that color in the background. So it says, ShaveZ is working on a debit card for the company. He has already obtained a banking license. Under what name? A DAO? I don't know. To manage payments for himself. Okay, I've got an idea here. 1 minute, please, caller. Avenger News, Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, just to hand some latest announcement about We Are All Satoshi and Boomerang. ShaveZ, we found this message posted in the Spanish chat. Whether it's true and feasible, we do not know, but we want you to hear firsthand of what we've just discovered. ShaveZ, was spelt with a C instead of an S, bit peculiar, is working on a debit card for the company and has already obtained a banking license. We're unsure how he would actually do this, but maybe it's under the DAO, who knows, to manage payments himself. When Boomerang launches, he will also issue a card. Where will ShaveZ stop? He is the brilliance of mankind. At the age of 28, inconceivable. For those who have lost hope, there's a whole queue of people with their hands up who have lost hope. I inform you that the work continues. ShaveZ, spelt with a C when it should be an S, it's doing my head in, has a product that he will introduce at launch of Boomerang. 85 days we've been waiting for the launch of Boomerang, and it's never actually happened. So we can only assume that this credit card will never actually happen, because the obstacle of having Boomerang in front of them, it will be far too much. Right. And it is more important than Boomerang itself. I don't understand why a credit card launch is going to be more important to an arbitrage trading platform that promises 3 times your return on your investment within 24 hours. I don't know. This must be an amazing credit card. Maybe it multiplies itself. Maybe it's an AI credit card where you never have to pay off. People laughing at you will join later. Wow. But it may be too late for their structure to grow. So this message was obviously sent to the multi-level marketers who were found out this morning from Rob Worley and Carl Miller that 65% of all licenses for Boomerang that have been sold are actually being paid out in affiliate rewards. We are part of a large family of growing companies that will become the best for small investors. Have a good weekend. Well, that was one thing. So that was pretty eye-watering. Now, I'm not sure if these are in orders, but these come in overnight. Now, I'm not the best reader in the world, so you'll have to play along with me. I will actually see if I can put that on a different screen. That's not going to work. You won't be able to read it. People only follow official announcement. People only follow official announcements, and not from any admin of this group. Not from any admin of a group. Okay. Most people have been waiting for months. It's just the same old thing with ShaveZ. It's not. Look at that. Coffee delivered. Thank you very much. Now, I hope it tastes good, because I did a video about cleaning the machine. Mine's the first one. Here we go, ladies. I cleaned the coffee machine yesterday, and now we're doing a coffee test. It's good. You can have yours. All right. So it's if it's not online by Wednesday, he'll say again, there's something small missing and it won't work and we have to wait. There's another project coming, blah, 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 blah. The discussion and any questions are pointless because nobody knows anything. What they're doing is just rubbish. But we can't change anything. So all we can do is wait. It's a waiting game. My ex-wife used to have horses and she used to do show jumping. And I used to call the horse riding industry, when I was involved, hurry up and wait. You spend all day rushing there with your floating your horse and you're feeding your horse and putting the covers in the van and in the car and getting all ready for the event. And then you'd polish the horse pat the horse, comb the horse, do the eyebrows, do the eyelashes, put the keepers in the feet so they didn't slip on the grass, and then you'd wait, and then you'd wait. And then 3 hours later, the horse riding would start, and she'd get on the horse and she'd ride up to the first jump, and the horse would stop and not jump over the stupid rail. And then we would go back through the whole process and reverse it all, put the horse back in the car, go back home, and she would sit there and go, maybe next time. And I'll be sitting there. This is called hurry up and wait. Anyway, what do we do? With that, I wish you a nice weekend. It's interesting reading this. With that, I wish you a nice evening and weekend. Now, that was signed off very much the same as the other one, wasn't it? I'm just going to go back to that quickly. It says, have a good weekend. Like telling people to have a good weekend to me seems like a very unusual way to sign it off. Banking license. Laugh, laugh, laugh. He's really like license, apparently. Oh, I can't. You have to read it yourself. Right, next one. Banking license. Yeah, cool. I'm already having a stomach ache from laughing. There's no imprint on any of the pages. No phone number, no certificate of any kind. But now he has a banking license. I'm dying. This is pure comedy. The reason why I'm watching all this, by the way, the reason the pure comedy. This is so it's pure comedy. This is the reason why they're watching it. By the way, we don't have to make. Do we have to make a betting pool when all these websites are gone? That's a good idea. Whoever is closest gets everything. That's a good idea. Maybe we should do that. Maybe you don't need to place a bet anymore. How many days has the site been unavailable for? Well, that's a really good point, isn't it? Right, so the next one. Wouldn't it be good to finish one thing first and then start the next one? And this is a great point. I mean, here he is saying he's launching other things. Like this is going to keep the community happy, as they only want Boomerang going. But in the meantime, he's working on all these other projects, which doesn't make any sense. Like, why would people be working on other projects when he says that he's working around the clock like a beaver trying to get Boomerang launched? Why doesn't he put all the development team on one project? If there is a development team. There is no development team, ladies and gentlemen. Can't you just delete this chat? This scam shit here? Can't you just delete this chat? This scam shit here. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, somebody, in that case, you should just leave the chat. Oh, that's a good reason. I think it's still early days to delete the chat here. I think it's still too early to delete the chat here. There's still a little bit of hope that maybe something will come from it. If it is 100% certain, then it's a scam. Then you can delete the chat. Now, if you're wondering why I'm reading it so bad, it's because I'm dyslexic. And at the age of 23, I got my reading and writing level tested by a company called Spelt here in Canterbury. And I have a reading level of a 9.3-year-old, and I struggle reading. Okay, so there's a link to a YouTube channel there, which I'm going to hopefully be able to figure out whose that is. Other groups also position themselves here. And then if they've got Trade 11 sign up, somebody's given their link. Now, apparently, Trade 11's paying 65% payout for people who refer as well. So no wonder. So do sign up on there. Make sure you use de Hek as your sign up thing. And remember, that is built on Wix, which is the worst website ever. And it's not real, true, and genuine. So do not think you're signing up for arbitrage trading. It's not meant to be arbitrage trading anyway. It's something else, something different. Does anyone have any experience with this? Oh, my goodness. One German group with 4,000 plus members chat for Boomerang is closed, and admins hyper in all people for other projects like Trade 11 and I don't even know what this one is, DGPT. This is how liars, I presume it's liars, work and control the chat community. It's disgusting. So people are manipulating other people. What have we got here in the chat room? So let's go. You can't translate German to English for word, I see. Hey, I've got this new toy, this thing here, if you look on the screen, and that is a translator where I swipe it over the words and it literally will translate into voice. I'll boot it up and show you a demo of that. Anyway, disgusting. DGPT is done. Scam, I heard. They were all scams. Who wrote, but do not invest only position. Remove this referral shit link from here. So better to be safe than sorry. Now, I understand what's happening here. So we've got people in the German chat who are using the built-in translator, and the built-in translator is actually doing that. So I actually have now got access to the German chat, and I'm just looking at it now. And the last one was Trade 11 have... Oh, hold it. Wonder if you can actually just click it. Oh, yeah, translate to English. There we go. So, Trade 11 here a few weeks ago. You can't find anything about the company. Be careful. Don't invest anything until everything is public. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, what a laugh. So there you go, guys. That's basically me. I'm going to go help my friend in the shop. I've got a message in the private chat. I'm in the German chat. Good on you, mate. If you want the link to the German chat, by all means, go in there, and please do if you get a chance. I don't know if you can chat, but it would be quite funny if you did go in there and post a few of my videos. Would be quite good, and obviously Rob's videos as well. I'll just see if I can find where is that gone again. Yeah, there it is. So I'll give you the link to the German chat, but go in there and have a few laughs. They actually seem like they actually did bring out some intelligent stuff. Danny, use your news tool to read something. Use your new tool. Oh yeah, so here we go. So this is my tool. So I'll just finish this now, and I'll show you how cool this is. Cheers, Danny. No worries. Thank you for joining up as a member. I really appreciate it too. You can do that if you click join. You'll see at the start of my videos, there's a couple of things you can do to support my channel. You can click join, become a member. I think it's from $1 a month. And there's you can stop at any time you like when I get useless. Or the other thing you can do is you can hit the thanks button underneath the video if you're watching this on the replay, and just $1 here or $2 makes a big difference in my life. But this is my machine, you see. So this is my paper, and I literally it's gone to sleep on me. Has it? No, it hasn't. So let's see if I can do a demo. Let's see if I can put that in the camera a bit better. So I can learn how to. That's it. And then listen to this.
Asterisk Sturken boom asterisk is pronounced as asterisk asterisk Sturkenum asterisk asterisk.
Yeah, well that's so. This is my paper. I'll get you something better. Here we go. All right, so I've just done a whole line of words, and here we go.
Sure. Let's break down the nunciation he name Chantal Sturken boom.
So it's quite good, but apparently it comes up with the words on the screen like that, and apparently I can connect it to Wi-Fi, and I'm not sure if I can pick up the words. So when I'm trying to type up something, it can basically just scan the words and chuck them up on a computer, I'm hoping. So that's the plan of attack anyway. Awesome. No, thank you very much for signing up as a member. Short text, that was really nice, and I look forward to spending your money on coffee. No, it all helps, really does. And if I could do this full time, I would put a lot more energy into my videos. So no, it's really cool. So that's me. That's it. Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. That was another episode. I think I've been here for 2 hours and 48 minutes and 21 seconds. Do like, share, subscribe. If you do see my videos or Rob's videos around, I heard some interesting stuff about YouTube and getting them out. It's the click-through rate. So if you see a thumbnail and you click on it, then it helps the click-through rate. And I heard that the way they judge how good and how healthy a video is by how many people click on that thumbnail. So that's true. Click on my thumbnails, or I'll track you down and I'll find you. All right, guys, you're awesome. Thanks for the support. You have a fantastic. Let's say have a lovely weekend, a lovely evening, or a lovely morning, or a lovely lunchtime. See you guys. That's New Zealand. It is 8:49 a.m. here in New Zealand. I'm going to rush off to my friend's place and see if I can help him process some orders until he breaks his neck, because he's had a neck operation. He shouldn't be working. All right, see you guys.